It's been a while. It's been a while. I'm like, I remember forgetting the process. I don't know. Did it work? Do I have everything going? I don't know. It's possible. Okay, I need... Oh, I need mine. I need mines. Uh-oh. What'd you say? The stream? Okay. Okay. I think I did it. I think I did it. You see, you can't mute here. But weirdly, you're like muted on your end. I don't know why. I don't know why that you're muted. You are muted on there. Yes. I am speaking, but you, on the other hand, are there we go. And let's see. Is there
chat?
Yeah, where's that thingy? Where's the chatty thingy things? Is that there? Is the shared chat somewhere?
I'm trying to find. They've moved things. There we go. Shared chat. Start share chatting.
Okay, got it. Is now it shared chat? Okay, there you go. I think we got it. Oh, there's a chalice.
Shared chat started.
Or a steen. Can I? No, I think I use a shield. I don't remember if that's like a thing. Or...
You can still use it. There's no like cost limitations right now.
Okay. I got a chalice. I'm gonna drink my fears away. Okay. All right. I got it. Okay. Now I guess it's.
And then just post in the Discord there.
Oh, you did?
No, you. I want you to post in the Discord.
Me. Okay.
About your stream.
Okay.
People pay attention to you more, you know.
Ooh,
big pull.
Well, you know, I just want to tell you, I'm doing all of this when I was not prepared for it. While healing. I'm doing pretty decent right now. You know, not gonna lie. I'm gonna pat myself on the back.
I do have a heal pot.
I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that. Let me get my Discord over here, which, oh my gosh, the amount of windows I've got. I was not prepared for this. Honestly, Nick is killing it, man. He's just
Nick is
killing
the boss right
just
now.
Like,
he is like making my WoW Hunter days just like come to life. He's like, yes, he's doing the class I designed. Yes.
Yeah, Nick, you are. Just saying. Like, ZC is just, it's heaven. You got good stuff. It's like, it's the best. It's how the world works, man. I have to wonder if he's a producer in real life, you know?
No.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, in your stream title, did you put that like
I did not.
Playtest?
I did not do anything in the stream title. I hit the go button.
That's like, you know,
I hit the go button, Chris.
Indie MMO. I think it says it. It already says it.
Where?
It's already. It's good. It says Roots of Tearyn, Indie MMO, public playtest, free to join.
Cool.
So it's all good.
Yay! I did it. I don't know. I didn't post it yet. Here. Okay. Streaming. Okay. Playing a cleric. I get it done. Okay, what's the trinket? I haven't gotten to see what you did with gems yet. I have not seen it. Oh, I do need to get a mine at some point. I don't have it.
Get the one across the water there.
I'm gonna go get it right now.
The leveling pace feels better.
Hmm.
We're all level 5 at least.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I don't know.
Turn
I
my quest
need
in.
one more, it seems, I think. More mine here. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, the server crash?
Huh?
Or did it
I don't know.
type something?
Hey-oh. Yeah. Works for me. Oh,
Am
mine.
I glitched?
Oh, now I'm starting to lag. What happened?
I'm gliding.
Yeah, look at my foot. We're gliding.
Why am I gliding?
Well, I don't know. Oh no. It's like we're all on ice.
It's like we're
It's
all in
like
the water?
runes of Tearyn on ice. Yeah.
Oh my god. For some reason, when Nick went in the water, it made us all
Go in the
trigger.
water? No way.
So, like, stay there. Let me go in the water.
Okay.
And now see if you're gliding.
Go where he's going. Like, go to the right. Like, you're going in the center. Go over the right.
Are you gliding though?
Now I am to the right. Yeah, over there. See? It's like over there. Right there. What is that from? There's one spot in the water where I dropped. Can't find it again. Oh, there you go. Yeah, look, there's Nick. He dropped. No.
Yeah, because I took it off. That's so weird. Okay.
Now Nick's
So
stuck
when
down
I get in
there.
the water, Nick, it should turn on for you.
It's
Oh,
gliding.
and now you should be able to swim up. Try swimming up now.
No, I think he's walking.
I keep.
You're not understanding. He's dropped below sea level. Yeah, I can see him. I can't go down there, but I can see him. Oh, wait, no, he got it. He got it now. Now you should be swimming. Oh, yeah, see, I dropped it right there too. I told you it's like right here. The drop right here. The drop's like right here. It's this little section. Something must have gotten hit on the facing, like the layers. The layers might have gotten tweaked from your zone difference, you know? When you like cut out that one space.
Hmm?
I think it's the actual layers in this.
No,
Water
what it
layers.
is the water volume is triggering physics for everyone in the game, not just the person that walks in.
No, but are you saying like do you understand like it's dropping though? So like it's
Yeah.
showing.
So like,
No.
if basically if I go in the water here, right?
You can't like your screen right now is like
So I'm in the
black 'cause
water
the
now.
sun's coming in in our window.
I'm in the water now. If you go in the water and walk out,
Mhm.
I'll drop down.
Okay.
So Nick goes in the water,
Okay.
and if he tries to go out, I'm surprised it didn't do it for him. Or no, because it's already active. Maybe it's not doing. But see, once he goes out, I drop down.
Oh yeah, yeah, I do see that. Yeah, I saw you drop.
So it's like it's the water volume's triggering it for all players,
But that's what
not
I meant by the
just.
layers. I meant like
Yeah.
the actual instant layers.
Water volume is triggering for all.
Yeah.
Did I put that over here? No.
I don't
Okay.
know.
For all players, not just the player walking. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant by the layers. I meant like the water volume layers.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. Like something's
That's hilarious,
yeah,
though.
something's off. Yeah. And my storms are still activating more than they should.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. We've
Because we've turned it
constantly turned that down.
and it's still. Oh, finally, my mind's back. Yay! My ore. Okay. I don't know. Oh, shoot. Did I just click that by accident? I did. Oh no.
And we do have cooking now. So we have some meals. And then we have alchemy for potions. Ooh, a shield. Thank you.
Post. Let's see. Then post here. And then let's do like Discord. Hmm. Oops.
For anyone joining us, this is our indie MMO, Ruins of Tearyn.
It won't work.
This is our third playtest. We've been on the Underdungeon live stream, and we're 10-year Unreal Engine veterans. And we built a vertical third, which is a massive game architecture available on fab.com. And we're putting it to work in an indie MMO. And so this is online in a real environment. You can always request a key through Discord. I'll get you hooked up. Also post the stream in the vertical third chat.
I did not hear that again. I'm sorry.
Post the stream in the vertical third chat too.
Okay.
Oh, and there's one important bug. Don't log out in the dungeon. I didn't have enough time to set to save like which zone you log out of.
Hold on, I did not hear that. 1 second. Alright, there we go. I did it. I did it. I did it. Okay. Where is everybody?
We went up forward to the mercenary camp.
Okay. Make quickly.
We'll wait here.
I need
Not
one.
too far out.
I need one thing of wood real quick. And then I can
Okay.
make. I think I can make my. Oh, I probably can't make my sword. Oh well. I'll get more mushrooms. I only have 3. I think I need 10. Or do I need 3? Do I have 10? Oh, I can do it. I did it. Okay, let me quickly turn that in. Oh, and I forgot my birds. My burbs.
Didn't get your burbs.
I didn't get my burbs.
How could you not get your
I
burbs?
didn't get my burbs.
You have to get your your burbs.
My burbs. My burbs. Okay, let's see. Let me get this. One more burb.
Let me do this little
Quickly do this.
message in chat.
There we go.
Announcements.
I think I don't have a headpiece right now. Let me see. No. Cool. I did not have a headpiece. I don't have gloves. And health pots are always nice. Okay. Boop, boop, and there we go. Ooh. Okay. I'm on the way. I'm on the way. Alright. So you guys said you're where?
We're at the mercenary camp, so it's like up straight to the right.
Yeah. I'm hoping I'm gonna bring a train.
Yep.
Choo choo. Oh my god, I have at least 3. Ew. Ew. I'm gonna see if my
And low level stuff will be a lot easier now too because of the. That's one of our mechanics I added is the I call it strength in numbers.
Okay.
And so when we're in it's a concept where if you're solo, you fight mobs the same level as you, whereas if you're in a group, you get more power against things higher level than you.
Okay.
And so the more people we have in the group, we like miss less, we do a little bit more damage.
I found a necklace.
All those things.
Sorry.
I need boots. That's what I need.
I don't got no boots. I got no feet. I got gloves. Belts. I got 1 ring. But I do not have any boots.
And then hitting enemies from behind now also deals more damage. You get 20% more damage. You hit them from behind. Level up. Oh, it's a respawn.
Okay. Okay. All right. Oh. I love that actually Nick uses his taunt when like necessary. It's like, oh my goodness.
I know. It makes my hunter heart
like,
just like.
It's like he
grin.
bounces some of the aggro, which is kind of like the point of why we put it in there in the first place.
Exactly.
But like he notices it. So many people don't do that because like they're so used to like just mash your keyboard really hard and things will die, right? And that's right now the system. And so it's just so funny because most people don't react that way of like, oh, we're bouncing this back and forth and like, oh, hey, if I can just bounce this, it'll get it from like, I'll go kite it around somewhere. It's like, that's how EverQuest was back in the day, which is what, it was so fun. It made it like so interesting and it made you not, like that slow pace wasn't actually slow at all because when you got in a really good group, you could be quite like progressive with it. Like I know all my groups back in the day in EQ were not like snoozers at all. We went into some crazy eras that were very intense, and if you were not on your shit, you died so fast. Oh no, I got one. The buffs, I still haven't been fixed for, they have to fully go off in order for me to refresh them. That's why they're not, that's why you guys went off for a little while there, is because I had to wait for them to fall off of you.
Buffs not refreshing.
Yeah.
When we cast it.
Yeah, they have to like fully fall off before I can recast
Cast
it.
the health buff on me. Let me see what happens on my turn.
If you do it
Okay,
twice.
Yeah, I did do anything.
Yeah, it's just the shield. At least that I've tested for here. It's the shield buff.
I know, just in Vertical Third in general, I'm planning to do some improvements to how some of the buff stuff works.
Oh. I know you were talking about that earlier. Like last week, I think. I believe that's what you were talking about.
Yep.
Because you talked about several other things too.
Playing with my audio levels yesterday.
What?
I'm trying to make sure I play with my audio levels. I know yesterday people were saying I was quiet.
Yeah. It's so funny. Your mic, it's like this, like obviously a pretty nice one, and it's got like one of those boxes and everything. And sure enough, like I feel like your sound box, like microphone, it's constantly either too loud or it's like whisper level. And you'll literally not do anything to it. Like it'll be in the same spot. Like I don't know what happens. Mine's like that too. Mine's like for reasonings because I just have like a Yeti mic, but you have like a much nicer mic, and for some reason it still acts weird. Oh, to your left you do have a wanderer. It's gonna catch you if you don't move, or you can grab it. That too. That too. You could grab it too.
That's right.
That's another option. Oh, it's so
Level
funny.
up for Nick.
I'm telling you, Nick is a god at this point. I told him already. He's like, dude. Like finally that someone can see CC for a ranger, what it could be.
Exactly.
Rangers weren't so great in EverQuest. They should have been better. They started getting really good in like Planes of Power, but it was kind of like too late for them. It was kind of unfair. It was kind of ridiculous actually, because they relied on 2 swords as like a ranger's main accessory. That's like saying Leg Wisp was better with a mace, you know?
Yep.
It's like, what the fuck? It's like he's a bowmaster. This is dumb.
That's the 1990s game design for you. Right?
Yeah.
Ooh, green drop. Agility.
Excuse me. I did not get coffee today at all. I was like, no coffee for me. And then now I'm like, I should have gotten coffee. Or tea. One or the other. Oh, my buff's about to go off. So I'll be buffing you here in 50 seconds.
You can make like water out of snow now.
Yay!
So you can have like resting food, so to speak.
That's awesome.
Or to drink up.
That's awesome. I love that. I want to do that camping system really bad. We have this really cool camping system we haven't like put in just yet, and it is quite neat. And I have been, because I honestly like I understand like survivals are what games currently look at survivals, but there's like another branch to that that isn't um what is currently done in survivals. I think there is a middle ground that can be done between a MMO style, like old schoolish kind of vibe, but still bringing in more modern tactics. What is this? Belt of Wisdom. Ooh, is that for me? Is
That is
this
for you.
for me? Oh, it's such a featherly, beautiful thing. So featherly. I really want like this mentality of I did enjoy the fact that it's really important to be a team and it's really important to chat with others and be a part of your group and travel together, but also have this mentality of rest. And that's like a period of camping, and really making a solidified camp, like an official camp. Like back then, like EverQuest would always have like, oh, Orc Camp 1, Orc Camp 2, or vice versa. It would have like all these different notes that we would come up with per zone, right? It would always change depending on the zone. And it was just this mentality of feeling like, hey, I'm going to go and use my, 2 or 3 hours I have before I have to go to school or whatever. I'm going to be able to like just go and like just smash out some XP. And by having a camp, it kind of secured that they had a rotation. It had like consistency. That's what it at least signified.
And it goes back to the whole just thing of socializing, right? And it's like you can make a tank or a more dull role a little bit more interactive because you're pulling, and so that takes up a lot of it. And then everyone else has time to talk and do other stuff because you have a puller bringing stuff to you.
Well, everybody
And
had
not
their
everyone's
job.
having to WD,
Yeah. People
Not
had a
everyone's
job.
having to spam their movement stuff.
Like they had like a job, and I don't mean like a job like, spending 50 billion hours of your week, but more like they had a role to play. And
Yep.
it's so funny because like there's always this mentality of like classes, and I get that. Like I love classes, all these types of things, but what I find interesting about the whole thing is the fact that we still don't have a real true role to a lot of people's classes. Half the time they tend to be very fixated on a person can do everything on their own. They're kind of over-rounded. Like they could be a tank if they want to be a tank. If they change this talent tree, if they want to be a healer, they can be a healer. They want to change this talent tree, and it could be a type of healer. It doesn't mean that it's like the same type of healer. It could be like they're vampiric, or like they're more like a death knight, for example, and they sacrifice other sources to be able to um play. But it's just, oh, Chris, an ad coming. Oh, Nick, you're gonna have to, oh no, we have two. Oh, he's peeing. He didn't tell anybody. He just walked away. I thought he was getting watered. He did not. Typical tank. Just, goes off with no recollection of anybody else. Typical tank actions here. Good thing I've got Nick. Because Chris would have just set me with both of these all by myself. That would have been his like forte. Oh no, I'm gonna root it again. I love how Nick did not go back into other mobs. So smart, Nick. You're so smart, Nick. I'm not sure if you're watching at all, but you're fucking smart. It's so nice to see. Oh, this thing's chunking Nick. Got him. Dude, you're killing it. Not gonna lie. It was so nice to see him like, oh no, he's gonna back up into that. And you like come towards me. I'm like, oh my god, I love this dude so much. It's like, it's been a while
We have a
since I've
veteran
seen
MMO
somebody
player.
like that.
Goes.
You don't understand. Like, I have not seen that in a long time. It's been a while, my friend. It's kind of like why I stopped playing a lot of games for other things. I just can't handle it. It's just, it's so bad. Like, people have gotten so bad at playing games. It's horrible. It's like, I can't. I'm like, no, I can't do it anymore. I can't watch it anymore. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god, yeah. I just like it's just you'd be surprised. Like everybody has this mentality of like Leroy Jenkinsing everything, you know? Just like, oh, it's okay. It's okay if I kill everything and you know everybody in the group. It's fine. I can just like go stand and we can just do it again. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
And
Again, I can't stand this meta of just like everything's an AoE grind. Everything.
yeah, everything.
Every MMO, you just run in, you pull
Everything.
as many mobs as you can,
Yes. And smash it
and
down.
you just burn them all down.
Yes.
It's wild.
And like I feel like I started like falling asleep all the time because my brain wasn't having fun anymore. It just wasn't being challenged. It wasn't being like that's why I fell in love with games, is because it took a lot of wit and like grit to actually play back then. And like now, kind of haven't loved a lot of it. And then if it is, it's always like PvP oriented when it comes to like, we're just not going to have anything happen in the game, but we're just going to like, you know, have it all depend on who's in your team. And queuing up for that is not easy. It's like playing League of Legends and saying, "Oh yeah, I totally just got 14 kills, two deaths and 8 assists, but we lost." You know, it doesn't matter how much you did, how much you contributed as a team, right? You have to rely on 4 other people to not morally suck and make good decisions. And that is not an easy task.
Nope.
And so it just becomes kind of like not fun, where I feel like PvP should be more focused on your individual contribution, even if it was like to helping the team. And that's how you should like rise in rank. But they don't do it. It's all based on win and loss ratio, which is really unfair when it comes to just having bad teammates. And PvE is kind of just like now, just, you know, put your face on a keyboard, roll around a couple times, and you probably do something. There's a basic bow, or no, I think that's a crappy bow.
Yeah, I think he has one already.
Yeah, that's a crappy bow. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it's such a common factor. So yeah, I'm hoping to like I said, bring camps in and have a bit of a survival point to it, to where almost in a sense like maybe you have to, you have a certain amount of food, a certain amount of things that you have to bring with you to prepare for this adventure. And by doing adventures with your team and going out and making camps throughout the world, you're able to actually almost in a sense have that survival mentality of bringing what you need and maybe what you could need, instead of just having a bag full of trinkets. You know, I think about like the current mentality of hardcore and WoW, and the one thing I really don't find that is as hardcore as they'd like to say it is that they have all these trinkets in the world to be able to get out of all the problems in the world. And that's not really showing you're a good player. It's just showing that you have, one, resources to make all of these things. Once again, how much money do you have in the game? How wealthy are you in the game? How many friends do you have to be able to have those patterns in the game? They're not to do with you being a good player.
Gonna read pops.
Oh,
I'm just getting a campfire down.
Yeah, I was getting a sucrose because I needed mana. And the campfire was all about like this mentality of this camp of being that by using the camp, you're able to go around and you're able to solidify an area that gets you maybe more experience or it gives you more gear opportunities. I do think that would be a huge one is by going on an adventure, for an example, or a survival adventure, whatever we want to call it. It's allowing you to feel the sense of a camp again and feel that sense of going in with a group that's like wanting to actually try and not, just kind of like not give a crap. People that actually want to do something more difficult and be able to face things a little more difficult and get big rewards out of it. And I think that could be a really cool system to do. And really, I think that's where I think friendships are going to come out a whole bunch, is because you're going to start to see, like, back in the day, we always had certain friends on our list that we would go like, hey, I really want to get this one item, and there's like a time limit on it. And I think this one person I had in my group one time, they were super good. I am going to see if they're up for going. And it's, you remember how well people did and how good people did, and also maybe how nice they were. So that could have been another factor of how fun they were to play with. And that's what I think made games back then that were so fun and enjoyable, because we didn't have social media back then. And this was kind of like social media. Every server had a bit of a social media to it because you had an actual
Community.
identity. But you did have an identity because you had, like, if you fucked up with that in a guild, like, people, your name was toast. Like, you couldn't just like roll a name again. You couldn't just go buy one. You couldn't just go to another server. You had to go and make a whole new character and spend hours and months building that up. And that was that. And the thing is that I don't think that people want to do that grind anymore like crazy. They just want to be challenged. They want to have fun, and they have a job. I mean, gosh, our generation in general has had to have like 2 and 3 jobs because of the economy being so crap, right? So we don't want a job. We just want to be able to challenge our brain in a fun, exciting way and socialize with people that we enjoy spending time with. And I think that's the key, what I feel like, moving games into the future, but also still bringing the past as a key point. It's not always about like this, this miraculous design that has never been done before, but it's also the combination that I think is the real thing people need to focus on, because I think we have come up with a lot of game mechanics. Like, I don't think there should be another system of kind of like King of Hill, or like, oh, this rave of this new genre. What's the ones from Dark and Darker and
Battle Royale,
like Dark and Darker and stuff like that, like just extraction games, right? And I hate those things. I just feel like they're kind of like to me, a social media fade out. Like, they're just gonna fade out one day because people are gonna be so exhausted from the massive amount of energy drop, and it's not a good tactic to like.
Extraction games are the one genre I feel like that the industry is just like dying, just held on to.
Yeah.
And they're like, we want them to succeed.
No.
We keep making them. They must succeed.
It's like they are just horrible.
And they're all making the same mistakes over and over.
Like, I'm not saying that they're not like fun on the occasion, but it's like, I don't know. Like, I
again,
invest
they're
my
the
time
fact that
into them.
Extraction games are a niche PvP genre, and that's the key. And a lot of developers are acting like it's going to be in the next WoW.
That's what I'm trying to say. Is just like they act like it's like this new thing, and in reality, it's honestly like it's a PvP event you can do in an MMO. It's honestly true. It's something that you could just queue up for being survival rounds. I mean, like, literally, that's something you could put in an MMO without an issue. And yet, they're making a whole game out of it that is a lot of money to just go throw down the toilet it's a lot of game developers that are just getting like tossed aside because there's not a lot of mechanics in those games. Like, really not. And,
well, that's the reason why. That is the reason why so many developers make them. Is they're simpler to
I
make.
know they're simple as fuck to make, and I just
Because it's round based.
I know.
Everything resets.
Yes, there's no real
Less
data holds.
persistency.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
It's
and you're having a little bit of combat. You put loot everywhere and a few monsters.
yeah.
And let's be honest, a lot of the monsters like have a melee attack.
But they also aren't like extravagant like events either. Like they're not monsters that actually have good AI mechanics.
No, a lot of them
they're
are very
actually
basic.
pretty terrible. Now I was at least excited with Dark and Darker with their sharks. They at least cared about some of that. That was nice. But that's just like honestly refining and that's just refining and polishing. That's not really like anything different or miraculously like innovative. It's just like that's called polish. And instead of, hey, we're gonna make this whole new patch with this whole new world and it's gonna be a whole new reset of everything because executives like, how can we make them buy a new expansion? Go.
Yep.
Like that's basically what it is. It's not actually refinement nor is it polish. It's just how can we have players buy a new expansion? That's it. That's what it's for. It's not actually polished. People go, oh, World of Warcraft is polished after all these years. Actually, it's really not. It's just a lot of expansions for you to go buy.
Yeah.
Because they're using a lot of the same mechanics. It's only just maybe an occasional like update in the UI. Maybe the art, of course, they rely very heavy on their artists, even though they treat them like poop. Which is unfortunate because there's amazing artists at Blizzard and they just don't get treated well. Animators too. So it's just, I don't know, it's kind of a sad, like their cinematic team still it doesn't get treated as well as it should. And to me, their cinematic team has only brought them like money in the past. It's only ever brought people sales. Yeah, so it's just, I feel like they put the polish once again on you buying the expansion, and then after that, they're kind of like, you know.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. There's a lot of YouTubers now as MMO players, because the genre's kind of been stale. Everyone's actually thinking about actual MMO mechanics and systems and design concept.
Yeah.
And this whole thing of like horizontal progression versus vertical progression. Progression.
It's gonna be an ad to the left.
And it's interesting to see that what people are saying, and like you think of now, I don't really understand why people would say RuneScape is horizontal progression because you're constantly progressing everything about the character.
Yeah.
But it's the whole thing of WoW resets every expansion and stuff.
Yes, they do.
And to me, it's like it's kind of revealing that that's a very bad concept to do.
Yeah.
And so you want to have a core experience from level 1 to level 60 or wherever you end up going to that remains there at all times.
Well, it's the investment you put into your account, right? Like players want to make sure that they're investing their time wisely and it's not being thrown away and just being in. I'm like, how many times does it feel like sometimes even going back to a game, it's great for a refresh, but it's nice to be like, hey, like I did spend a lot of time like, 2 expansions ago or whatever, and it'd be cool to be able to utilize that. But what do you come back with? Basically, you have worse than commons. Your common gear, your like legendary gear that spent weeks upon months getting in those raids that you spent so much time are literally just deletable at this point. They're not useful. They're not clickies. There's nothing special about them except, oh, look, I have a new look. That's it. I have a costume that, oh, by the way, now can be farmed in about, 10 minutes of a zone you spent months killing. And it can kind of just feel a little bit like, why do I waste my time? my time doesn't feel valuable, and I just feel like games should feel more like the stock market. You know, when you go invest in a stock market, you're supposed to let it go. You're not supposed to like look at it for a billion years, like every single day, like, oh god, it went down. Oh god. Oh wait. Oh no, good. We're good. We're good. It went up. Went up. You're supposed to leave it in there, and you're supposed to just forget about it, so that in 10 years, 15 years, that thing is looking hot. And that's the concept. It's not about the the return what VCs expect. Hey, I'm going to give you $1, make it into 1,000 by a year and a half. Thank you. That's the concept that games are currently relying on. Is I want you to invest all your time right now, and then as soon as a new expansion comes up, well, we're not going to show that effort or that time that you invested. We just want you to continue to do the same thing again. And I just feel like sometimes people don't feel like playing games to an extreme like they had. Maybe it could be, internal issues. They had a death in the family. They had, like a lot of working issues. Maybe they had a problem with their job. Maybe they had a relationship issue. Like, these are real life factors. Like, it shouldn't matter about, like, look at all these, like, even, like app games that require a daily like oh, you get a free stuff that normally you have to pay gotcha money for. But if you log in every day, we'll make sure that you get something free, but you have to spend the next hour with us every single day. Otherwise, don't even bother. And I feel like there's people just need to be a little more respected for their daily life. That's all.
Yeah.
Because we
Absolutely.
can't always get on the game every single day and every single for like more than a month. Sure, if you have like like the summer off for like college or whatever, like I get that. Like, sure, you have the time. Then maybe you're actually going into having a really rough college year or a high school year or a job time. Like, fuck, like, leave people alone. It's just nuts to me. All right, now, see, oh, that's another thing on the patch real quick. This is supposed to be not green.
No, it is.
No, because it's so
It's
misreading.
completed.
Yes, but it's misreading because it should just go away. But in reality, it should be delivered. You see? You see what I'm trying to say? I turned it in, so it should technically... See?
You didn't turn it. So this is it's the issue there.
This
So you
is
didn't
what
turn
I'm...
it in yet. So try again. Turn it again. The issue is I have like a security thing where you have to target the NPC to turn it in, and basically if someone walks in front of you, it clears your target.
Do you like my
And
little
so,
area up there, Nick? I had fun decorating it. This whole house thingy, I like did by panel by panel. And it's so fun. I enjoyed building this. Like, my dad's an architect, so I really wanted to like have you get down here and be able to see all these cool views from like the mountain when it's not storming. And I love architecture. It's kind of like a little thing I enjoy. So I had fun building.
oh, come out here. Let's do a screenshot.
Oh, whoops.
Come back on the balcony.
I'm sorry. I jumped.
Come into the balcony.
Okay. Oh, there's the balcony. Okay, I'm here. Yay!
Hold on. I gotta hide my UI. Oh, wait. Can I do a screenshot like this?
In the rain?
I don't have a screenshot button.
Here, it's on the... It's... Look, you're streaming.
Here, hold on.
Take a
Hold on.
screenshot there.
I forgot.
Snipping
I'll just
tool.
do this. Delay on the snipping tool.
Okay.
Hit there.
Only this... There it goes.
There we go.
Yay, you did it. You did it.
I can build an MMO, but screenshotting, that's the hard stuff.
That was funny. I was looking at you like, I'm gonna wait for him to say snip tool. Oh, it stopped raining. Now take a snip tool. Oh, I gotta redo it. It's all like not.
Redo
It's
it.
not
Okay. All right.
raining. Come on. One more. One more.
All right. One more. Okay.
One more. Okay, do it quick. Did you do the snip pool where it has? There it is. Okay, yay! Okay, see, yay. See, there's supposed to be less storm, Nick. There's supposed to be less storm. There is. There's supposed to be less storm, and for some reason, we have to fix it some more, and we haven't had time to fix it, and so it's on the list. It's on the list. Thank you. I enjoyed building this world. I still will continue to build it. But I know we were kind of doing stuff with instances next, and so I've kind of just been a little bit on the back burner waiting for that. We've had a lot of things we've had to do in like job related stuff and contract stuff, and we moved this like a couple months ago again, and so that was a lot. But we still have playtests every quarterly because we must. And
Yep.
to show that this is
Yeah, it's one of those things that we're happy with just, chipping away at what we're building. Again, we're still getting some of the core technological or technology-based things.
Yeah, like this camping system I really want to do. That's like one big one we're going to be planning to do real soon. Is testing out how we're going to do that. It's going to be really, really fun. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot. So this is why I really want that buff thingy to go away. Because I totally put a buff on myself first to make sure that I can recast it. But because there's a bug right now where it won't read update until it fully falls off, it definitely messes with my ADHD. Because it's like, I remembered to buff. And now, remember I said 50 seconds. What did I do a minute later when we had an extra couple pulls? I forgot.
Yep.
I forgot. Why that refresh helps so much when it's not bugged out. Alright, I got you those. Do you want to go over to the goblins? Or do you want to go to the... Ooh, can we go to the ghosts?
Let's get a few more levels before we go there. So let's do Goblin Camp.
Goblins, and then go to the ghosts?
Yeah.
Okay. The elements?
We'll do that quest over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Gotta find the boulders.
The boulders.
The boulders.
That's a nice boulder.
Did you enjoy your tacos, Nick? I hope you enjoyed your tacos.
They were extra crispy and cheesy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the cheesy.
Delicious.
Hey, Rachel, 905. It's going quite well.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
Honestly, so far, not too many bad bugs. There's your blue silk, hun. There you go. First high level kill. Blue silk.
Yes. Did you hear that? Nick says now he's hungry in real life because of those tacos.
Yep.
I know, dude. Tacos. They make everybody hungry. I'm hungry too. I had a breakfast sandwich this morning, but I don't know. Tacos at 7 a.m. I'm keen.
Yeah, I didn't tell. I don't think I told gameDEVbeauty, but I think you're in Australia, right?
Oh, that's awesome. Ooh, I got a pretty shield. Oh.
That's the thing. One of the funnest things I have about building the MMO, and just seeing that like we've had like 8 different countries log into our game, and like that's wild to me.
And
that
they were playing with us multiple times. Like Nick, we had literally people like last time. We had people from like Germany. We had people from I think there was what was the other country we were at? Belgium, was it?
I can look it up.
Because it was like a couple months ago.
So you have U.S., Canada, Australia, Germany, Argentina, New Zealand, Ukraine.
Yes. Ukraine.
Yeah.
That's the one that we were
Yeah.
also playing with. Is here they were from Ukraine, and we were all just like, just grouping, no problem. And I'm sitting here just like, what? Yeah, like all these big MMOs are like sectioned off, you know? No, we can't make this little small server work. And I'm like, what? What are they doing? Because we even
Yeah.
had that back then. We did it with Castle Day. It was actually a game jam, and we did like a PvP kind of thing where it was like, and people were flying through the air, all this kind of stuff, and it was like a lot of like frames per second going off and needing like direct like interaction in a PvP kind of like Overwatch way. And here they were from all over the freaking world, and we were all having no problems with it. No latency, real issues. It was just crazy. And that was like a 7-day game jam that we did, or was it like a 4-day one? I can't remember which one.
No, the Castle Day was like a 5-day.
Okay. So we did that like in 5 days, and I was just like, okay, this works.
I keep hitting M for map. That's so funny.
I know you do.
Put one in
Because you love maps.
Yep.
He will have a map because he just loves them. He believes that everything should have a map.
The map needs to be a checklist. You know?
Yeah, he's like, thank God.
Yeah, thank God. I know. I know there's like this concept of with a lot of the classic MMO developers of like no maps, you know. And I'm like, yeah, we're getting a map.
That is
we got
next. 3. Uh-oh. Here we go. Don't worry, I don't have too many worries. Nick's with us. We're good. CC King over here.
They don't resist, right? I do have a health pot.
Yeah, I think you should use it because my big heals are not scaling enough. Like, I'm using my big heal right now. I don't feel like it's scaling enough. I'm only giving like 22 to you.
Oh
my
get some twigs.
God.
Let's get a campfire down.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot to freaking make one of those. Crap. Crap. Cooking. Campfire. Nope. Another campfire. There it is. Oh no, I don't have any wood. Shoot. I have no wood. I'm gonna go chop some in a second. I'm just having to heal you.
I'm so surprised you're getting resisted so much. That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Got another health pot coming.
Yeah, like, do you realize like how much my heal needs to scale up more? I feel like it's not scaling enough. So that's gonna, I think, be on the list because it's at 22. I feel like you barely have any gear on, and yet it's like, oh, 26. That's about it. I'm hoping it's scaling up more. 23. Oh my goodness. I need mana.
I got
now.
one more health pot.
Oh my God.
These goblins are.
I told you they're hard, and he didn't believe me. I am trying to find sucrose.
You gotta run.
I'm gonna
try with these
sucrose.
goblins. Holy mackerel!
I'm telling you, sucrose, man. Like.
Go in the water. They run around in the water.
Oh no! Did I gather the wrong thing? Run, Nick.
Nah, well, I'm slightly trapped in the water, but you know.
Hopefully they're coming for me. Yep, goblins are coming for me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I told you those things are beast. He didn't believe me.
They freaking slap.
I told you. See, I literally spend so many times playing on this for like hours. And I'm like, dude, these are like rough. Oh, you have a goblin right here, Chris. Take this one.
Hold on. Oh, okay. I'm getting this person the Discord.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm resting for mana. Oh, yes. Definitely, Rachel. Hell yeah. Great. See, these goblins, they have like serious power. This is what I was trying to tell him, is that these things have too much hit points, too much
Yeah.
resists.
Well, I did tweak scaling, right? So that's probably why. And so like the first half of the game that we've been experiencing, I think it felt pretty on point.
Yeah.
But then these are this where it's like there's at some point there's a little bit of a jump where it's like, okay,
Oh,
you're all
no.
supposed to be in greens.
Yeah, but that's my point. They're not dropping enough.
Yeah.
I have mentioned
Details,
this.
detail. Okay.
See, I spend a lot of time Q&A, and I spent a lot of time thinking about design concepts and what we're doing. But Q&A is like such a key because I know we need to refine certain parts, and I know we've just been busy in real life, but it's been like one of the key things that I've been really talking about is there's this concept that even like the hard ones aren't dropping green gear when they should be dropping green gear. And they're not dropping green gear.
Let me put some more comments here. Hold on. Let me rest.
Yeah, let me
Goblins
heal you so I
are
can freaking
hard
mana. Oh my god.
at, I want to say X level.
I'd like some
Stop dropping
scalability.
whites and only drop greens.
Yes.
Let me get that brazier. Alright, I'm going to craft a fire thing before we get over there.
Can you please drop your disc username in chat? Oh, Discord? Should be just that, I think, for my Discord. And then his is TheMainStark. I believe that's what. I don't think you need a number of any sort.
Let me pull up the Epic Game Store stuff.
I need some twigs. That's what I need. Is twigs for camping. I think that's what I need.
Yep. And you can pre-make some campfires and drop them when we need them too.
Yeah. That's another thing that I'm hoping to do with the camp system. I'm really hoping to actually put the actual like push towards. Oh, is this thing actually gonna loot? Oh my god, this is so funny. It goes on too quickly. Remember I told you the reframe for twigs and stuff goes on too quick. Watch.
Oh, the respawn
Yeah,
time's
see,
like
look.
instant. Yeah.
Boink.
Okay.
Like instant.
Oh,
Oh, you did?
that.
You dropped him in the bushes? In the bush. Oh, whoops. Yeah.
Check on
Yeah.
resource respawn.
I'm gonna start making some campfires. This one says common wood, piece of wood though. My campfire says wood pieces. I thought it was twigs before. Did you change it?
I think they all loot wood. Like if you loot trees and twigs,
but they
it will
weren't like
give you
oh,
wood.
maybe it was letting me craft it. Let's see. On now. All right, we got. This is the third one, I think. Like maybe one more.
Oh, this one guy didn't reset. I don't think.
Huh?
It's gonna be a quick kill. One of the goblins
Getting campfires.
didn't reset, so he's gonna be an easy kill.
Alright, I got some campfires now. I've got 4 so far. I'm gonna get some twigs while I'm doing one more.
Some fried goblin.
Some fried goblin. Sounds delicious.
Fried goblin.
I could gobble it up. Let's see. Oh.
Can't even see this guy's health for some reason.
Oh, let me use sucrose here. Since we're...
I want to drop the fire.
Yeah, I'm sucrosing too. See, that's what I'm also trying to utilize is like campfires to have like an actual stability too, for like your mana, maybe like amplifying some of your abilities. I'm trying to think about like it would just be really cool because you start off with a certain amount of like you want to have like maybe a list and it has like a list of what items they suggest you to bring. And I think it would be kind of cool to be able to see like, okay, you need, per person, 5 campfires or, certain amount of potion bottles or whatever, food sources for boosting power of sorts. And it's encouraging you to do that so that because the adventure is going to be a little more difficult than like the average, but you're going to get better rewards out of it. Maybe like that's how you go and farm better gear normally, I think that would just be such a fun concept for like bringing survivability into a more adventurous like camping style,
Yeah, but also like to me, requiring those resources too. Like you always worry about people like camping forever.
Yeah.
And maybe that helps promote people having to cycle out of, oh, we have to go back to town for supplies. Or it could create a social system of people like paying people to bring them supplies or something like that. Right?
Yeah,
It
that
could
would be really cool too. Yeah. Oh, it's in my teeth.
We have to get to a safe spot because I have to help one of our kiddos here. Rachel, did you message me at all on the account ID or game dev?
I'm just gonna see if I see anything here. Let me check. Sorry, it doesn't ping me when I'm streaming. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, TT, I'll start a BB. She's 15 and she is non-verbal. Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry about that. Oh, see this? I am not clicking the wrong thing. It's just not going off for me. Hitting my keyboard.
All right, I'm going to go over here. Maybe we gotta move
right
here.
over here. There should be a safe spot right over here. Nobody comes right over here.
Right here, right?
River. Yeah, you should
Right
meet her
here?
there for a second. Yeah, I'll go get her. You can. You want to heal on my side?
You do that. I'll wait for Rachel to come through for a second.
Okay. 1 sec.
Make sure she gets
Yeah.
added.
Just real quick.
Dem banish. Yep. All right. So we're trying to clear our way over to the last 2 quests. We haven't done too many quests yet just because quests aren't like this. Going back to the map system, I want them to pull up the map and kind of see, like, that's basically your list of things to do in that zone. And so I'm kind of waiting for that to kind of come through on everything. Yeah, we have so many plans and so many fun things to do. And like I said, this was like a big. The last playtest was getting save and load in, which that was obviously a big deal. And so actually, just to test that, I'm going to leave the party, and I'm going to quit. And I'm going to come back in. Just to make sure everything's saved and loading. And then this one was getting a few of our game mechanic ideas in, and again, that goes back to like the power and group strength in numbers, and so getting a little bit of that positional advantages in as well, and that goes back to doing more damage from behind. That makes actual DPS want to get behind the target, and what makes the tank want to reposition the target. And so that's sort of one of the main things there. And I can't remember if I got any other mechanics in. Let me look at my patch notes. Yeah, modified some of the XP stuff. Yep, I'm here. I have all my loot. Okay, trinkets are not saving, it seems. Let me put that on and then quit. Oh, I totally forget about our crit system. That's another thing I added. And so how the crit system works is every auto attack, and like I don't have the identifier I have for that, that's why I completely forgot about, is when you see the sparkle on yourself, the blue, I totally forgot about our crit system. And so when you see how he's sparkling right now, that means that his next ability will be a guaranteed crit. You gotta re-invite me. I tested like save and load, and so trinkets are not equipping properly. Trinkets are not equipping on load in. Oh yeah, I did not save those. Yeah. Keybinds do not save on logout. But if you look at your character, Nick, you have that blue sparkle. That means your next ability will be a guaranteed crit. And so the system I'm trying to do here is that your auto attacks, I think you have it as like every 5 auto attacks, you will get a guaranteed crit. So I'm trying to change and the system I didn't get in yet was eventually you'll be able to stagger mobs and they'll take bonus damage. And so the idea again is to be strategic about how you use your abilities. And so you save your crit for the key moments in the fight. And so if you're kind of storing that crit power to hit at the right moment instead of having to so-called just spam things. And so
You might want to go across here and like see across the area
We
right
just
here.
pulled
Yeah,
two.
go. You're gonna have to. That's the placing. This is our safe spot right here.
Oh, sound too. I'm gonna move. Turn this on a little.
I laid a campfire. Alright, let's see.
But yeah, so the crit system and eventually, obviously, like it kind of like works out well too, because like characters that attack more are going to have get more crits, and so it's like those DPS heavy characters are going to have more crits type thing, and eventually it'll be like instead of having to spam your abilities to get the best DPS, you're going to have to use them correctly at the right timing when the monster's staggered to get the best DPS. And whatever their weak spot is, right now their weak spot's always behind them. You get 20% more damage that way. But in the future, like that might change based on certain things. So it's making it a much more methodical in how you DPS stuff. Yeah.
Nick's like, now I'm looking out for sparkles.
And so like hunters have their like big power shot, right? Like you want to make sure that you're sparkling before you shoot that power shot, and you'll maximize your spark. See, there you go. There's your sparkle, and then you do your power. There you go. Yeah, absolutely, a gold border for sure.
Yeah, this is what I've been mentioning too, is that I want more, like this is the stuff that we're trying to do in our polish. We're kind of like, I'm trying to get some of the main cores down for functionality, for at least like, oh, we have an ad, sorry. We have one here. But the main thing I really want to do is I really want things to be super user friendly, and making sure that they're very noticeable and intentional, so that people notice exactly what they're there for, that it's not a confusing state, and then it's just like natural realization.
Yeah.
That like,
And now that we have so
this
much of our
is something
tech,
I should press, or this is something that's special,
now we have so much of our tech stack done too. It's really about implementing our core mechanics that we feel are different and unique. Like every indie MMO has their own like unique thing, right? And it's like gone is the day of the WoW clones. And so now it's much more about, Ashes of Creation has their node system, Stars Reach has their, voxel world, Monster Memories is like that, EverQuest Plus almost style game. And so all these MMOs have their, and the Ghost MMOs like Blue Zones or whatever, they're trying to do like roguelike mechanics and stuff. And so we're trying to do that through a lot of those kind of social systems. Chess plays, stamina.
This sucrose is being a little buggy. This one right here, like there's twigs by it too much, and then you have to like remove one of the twigs, then you can see it.
Okay.
Remember that, so we can adjust that in the editor.
All right, move up a little bit.
Yeah, see, he's tried to grab that sucrose as well, and it wasn't grabbing. So
right.
Just put that in like the little member.
Got one ad.
I'll adjust something there. Make sure there's nothing in the way. Okay. Yeah, kind of one of the things I want to add in is like allowing people to have like special fires too. Like fires that maybe give like certain elements where it means more crit or more, whatever, and it allows them to be able to utilize kind of like those as buffs too. I think would be neat, I don't want to spam all over the place, but I do trying to big heal you here.
One thing I need to understand is why is he getting resisted so much?
I know.
Those banish traps are not working.
No.
That seems like a hardcore bug right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because of like the strength in numbers, buff we have, he should have like a pretty much guaranteed hit rate on that, which is weird. Check on strength and numbers. Bug traps are resisting.
Like how you're sitting down, but it's like not. Your buffs are about to drop. I'm gonna start buffing in a second. Shield buff real quick.
I should have been looting ore too. We can craft gear. So if you go to leatherworking, Nick, you can actually, if you picked up any hides, you can craft some gear.
Oh, I do want to add in this that I do want buff timers on where I can see them.
On the party menu, right?
Yeah, I want to be able to know, like, if I scroll over on their buff, how much time it has left.
On party
Very helpful
menu
to me.
of timers on targeting.
It helps me like
nameplate.
plan what I need to do.
Yep.
So. Yeah. All right. You should be able to pull some more if you guys want.
Yep. Gotta get to that quest guy.
Yeah. Why don't we put the fire somewhere like here?
Yeah.
And then
good.
maybe like we'll pull to this area. This is the safe zone.
I'll give you my other fire so you can.
I have plenty. I'm gonna keep fires myself. Crafting again.
Look how it looks when it's on the ground.
Oh, yours?
Yeah.
Oh, how funny.
That's funny.
That's how yours looks?
I must have set it to 3D loot.
That's hilarious. Oh no, there's one behind us. Oh, don't go back. Look here, careful. There's one like that spawned right up there, behind you, Nick. Like up on the mountain, like up on the hill there. Oh no. Here.
GPS, kill it.
Oh my gosh. I'm worried. Here.
Alright, I'm gonna do this.
I'm gonna drop another campfire. Because they're just not high enough as much as I'd like to make them higher.
I don't think that the fireplace would stack.
They don't? I think they do. Going up a lot quicker.
Because I'm resting too.
Sure.
Oh, that. Alright, extra sit.
Nothing wrong with that. like twig shopping. I'm twig shopping. Campfires.
I want to hopefully pull this solo. Nope, got 2.
Oh, into the camp. Oh, sorry, I rooted it like a dope.
Hey, CC is CC.
Well, it's been resisting a lot. It's kind of hilarious that it didn't the one time.
I'll pull it into it once it breaks.
Like, it's been resisting almost constantly.
Oh, there we go.
You know what
It's
I
gonna run
mean?
to you.
And I'm like, how is this? Did it root this one time? Like, what? Like, you have no idea how many times I've tried to get this thing to root when I need it the most. But it's like, nah, resist, resist, resist.
Yeah, these resists are wild.
That's what I mean. Like, I've had nothing but resist, yet
Like, something's going wrong with the resists.
Like, suddenly I have, like, I land my actual root for once. I don't know. It doesn't like my healing aggro right now. Okay, did I root him? Did I do it?
Yeah, like, again, the whole concept of if you look in the top left, there's the strength of numbers buff, and we're supposed to be able to take on. We're at what, level 10, 9, and hey Jay, what's up?
Oh, hold on, I'll be back. Hold on. Actually, can you heal for a second, Jade?
They left already. There we go. All right. Okay. Ooh, I think I see the green bow up there, Nick. Getting the fat loots. Oh my god. Got a pop here. I'm gonna try and move her up. Reach over. I'm gonna make another campfire. Shoulders go there. Did that just eat my fire? Below shoulders is bracers. Wrists. Do I have any spare? I have spare wrists here.
Okay, I'm back. god, I'm back for this one.
I was waiting for you. Moved
Were
you up.
you? Okay, good. I was like...
One of the most exciting things I'm looking at is when we actually get a decent sound pack.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
I tried to add some to 4 classes, but then it was like, oh my god, this is painful. It's like, and I know there's a lot you can do with the current sound packs, but like that, like you got to bring it into Audacity, or even Premiere has different audio effects, and it's just, as someone who's not a sound engineer, it's very time consuming.
We're almost level 10.
I am level 10.
Oh, I'm not. Well, Nick and I are almost level 10. You know, him and I are like running this group right now.
I don't even know how I got ahead in XP than you. That's weird.
I know. Typical. Typical.
Oh, maybe I completed 1 extra quest than you guys? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Oh, I never turned in my orc quest. That could be one thing. Dev hacks. Yeah, I know. No, he's a quest person. Like, he's a hardcore quest person. And I'm kind of like the other way
That's
around.
not true.
Okay,
Hardcore quest person.
I love how he says that, because I can tell you right now, he could probably name every quest that ever existed in World of Warcraft.
There's a difference between...
And, hold on. And when we would do quest, he would literally set the most perfect route the entire time when we were doing... I hate quest. See, I'm from EverQuest.
That was out of a need, though. That was just how WoW was. And so my autism and ultra focusedness remembered quests because that's how games were.
For you to like it, though. I don't understand why you care.
I didn't like it. Are you forgetting the fact that in my first WoW character...
This guy. Why? That sounds bad. I can't click him. I can't, because like it's not like turning it in.
Again, it's us blocking your thing.
Get out of my way, Chris. Get.
So she's forgetting that my first WoW character, unalive,
I'm not forgetting it.
Was a troll warrior who I went protection.
I cannot click this guy. Are you gonna let me turn this in? Are you gonna let me turn this in? Because it's not letting me.
Walk up.
Hello?
Weird. Get the
Are you watching this? Or oh right, I'm
walk
streaming,
back out
so
and then walk back. Walk.
Do you know how many times I've done this?
Walk.
In and out?
Walk over this way, maybe.
So bad. This sounds so bad. I can't sit here and keep saying these things.
So come over here. Walk a little bit away from him.
Okay. I will walk over
and then walk back in. See if it re-triggers the volume.
All right. Sure. See, he can't complete it either. What did I say?
Well, I completed it, so what are you guys doing wrong?
Clearly, it's the first person that does it, and it messes up for everybody else. Oh.
I don't know.
See, this is what I mean. Okay. This is the stuff I talk about.
All right, come a little bit farther out this time. All the way over here.
Let's go all the way out and push back
all the way over here.
Yeah, that's perfect. Down.
All the way out.
Jesus. I need to stop talking right now. I just can't. My headspace is in a bad way. This is not good. This is not good.
The parkour sound, yes. Parkour.
Oh my god, I just heard it. Oh, Christopher. Oh my god. Yeah, no, we can't turn it in. Okay? It's not working. Your quest is not
okay, well.
letting us
all right.
turn it in. See, it's not just see. I just want to tell you, Nick, if you weren't here, he'd be like, you're doing something wrong. That's what he'd say.
Well, then
but because Nick is here. It's like Weldon's broke. See? This is what I mean. Nick, you gotta be around more. Because I'll tell him that this is broken. I did it last time. I told him I couldn't turn it in last time. And I told him I think it's because the first person whoever does, it like stops, it breaks from there. It feels like one person can turn it in and then nobody else can turn it in. He didn't believe me.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
There it is. I did it again. It happened again. Yep. And Nick can't.
Okay,
Nick
well
can't
maybe
turn
the
it in.
I mean put next
So
in.
it's official. Yeah, exactly. The
Is
first
the
person.
Or
And the funny part is, every
Loot
single time,
getting
he is the one that's
destroyed.
turning it in first. Yeah.
I think it's as you lose.
And he's a He's a quest person, I'm telling you.
So we have to go get the rocks over here. Rocks down here.
I've known this dude for 20 years, man. 20 years.
Try relogging? Okay. Sure. Yeah, that's definitely something to try.
Alright. Let's try. Main menu. Let's try it.
What probably happened is, which doesn't make any sense to me, because you're walking into just a sphere collision thing, and maybe it gets destroyed for some reason when I walk over it, which means the first person would get it and not anyone else.
Yeah, like last
It
time,
effectively
that's
gets
what happened.
destroyed.
Yeah, last time that's what happened. Is like, you turned it in, and then I think it was like one other person that was with us couldn't turn it in, and they were an enchanter. And I was like, I can't turn it in.
Oh, well, now you definitely won't get it because I don't have quests saved on. I just realized that.
Nice. You didn't turn those
I
on?
invited both of you. Yeah, I didn't save quests.
Oh, I can do boulders. It worked. Look, now I can do boulders. I'm not even joking. Like I just got the boulder quest. You have a thing on you. Yeah, it says like boulder 1, triangular boulder 1. Did you get that, Nick?
Yeah, we
you
got
did.
it.
So it did work, Chris.
But that's not the quest. That's the quest he gives you, not the
but
find Weldon
I wasn't
quest.
able to get that quest before though, Chris.
Oh really?
Yes, really.
Oh weird.
Really. And it shows that I did turn it in. The Weldon quest, exactly. It disappeared after the relog.
Well, yeah,
No.
because I don't save quests right
Yeah,
now
but the
when you
Find
log
Weldon
out and then
quest
back in.
disappeared after log, and then, but see, this wasn't there before. There was no other option for another quest. You don't understand.
Oh.
There was no other quest to get. There was just a turn-in quest. There was no like quest to get.
I hear you.
And you can't get that rock quest until you turn in the Weldon quest.
I don't think I set it up as a quest chain.
Are you sure? Because
Pretty sure.
I've never been able to go over there and get the quest without it.
I don't think I have it set as a quest chain, so you should always be able to get the rock quest.
I don't remember that.
We'll have to try it.
I don't remember that because I remember last time when Graham was online, meaning like here, I was trying to show him the rock quest, and I couldn't get it, and that was because I didn't actually go to the mage headquarters there. And oh, I'm not in a team anymore. We're not in a team anymore.
I did invite you.
Oh, I didn't get an invite.
Alright, I'm leaving the group and re-inviting. Oh, I'm about to die.
I'm trying.
No!
What are you doing? Don't run away from the healer, friend. Like, are you...
I know, but I was literally about to die.
I was healing you. I made sure you didn't die. You're not inviting me. It didn't work. I've had no invite.
There it goes.
I've been watching it, so...
It was saying that you had you already had an invite pending, and it wasn't clearing it. I need to lower the time on that. Cool. Way to pull an ad.
Are you hurting me?
Frickin' hunters. No. Frickin' hunters always pulling shit.
Yeah, they should be. You know, he's like controlling this group right now with his CC, man. Like, what do you got? Nothing but a tank that steals quests. Quest turn-ins. We snoozed and we lost, you know? It was brutal. Exactly, he's a quest thief. That's just what I'm trying to say. Quest thief, man.
I didn't get to finish, but my first WoW character. Okay. Troll warrior. Okay. Worst race of them all. Okay. Arguably one of the worst warrior races. I picked it because I thought WoW stats would eventually grow to EverQuest stats, which mean the in combat regen would actually be something late stages of WoW, which of course it wasn't.
Right.
And they removed that talent altogether.
But you wouldn't have been a Tearyn anyways.
Number 2, I grinded as a protection warrior from 1 to 60. Okay.
Yes. That doesn't...
I did barely any questing because I just wanted to kill stuff.
Yeah.
And I hated questing.
Uh-huh. Wow.
But I had to adapt because WoW was about quests.
Yeah. Well, you remembered them all, and I really didn't care about the quests.
But I grinded as a prot warrior in early WoW from like 1 to 60.
Oh,
Just killing monsters.
He's so funny. Yeah, I've known him for 20 years, and he could literally, like, you could talk to him about something, and he will forget everything except if it has to do with games. That is it. And so, quests, he can remember them all. Like, he can just remember everywhere they are at, what he'll need, forever. It's, like, insane. He's like an encyclopedia. Just, you know? Encyclopedia. So it doesn't surprise me that...
When I have full focus, I remember everything. The problem is getting that full focus. With full intent.
I don't really think that's ever
Next
been a
rock
problem.
is here.
You could ask his kiddos, and they'd say that's not an issue at all. When it comes to work, it's like his code and all that kind of stuff. He is just fully embedded in that. He is an engineer, 100%. That's where one boulder is. I love how we're using boulders, because I love rocks.
The boulders.
I do. I actually went to like a rock store yesterday there, Nick. It was kind of like a really cool witchy store, and it had like all these like insanely cool crystals and like signets and all those kind of like really neat things. It was nuts. There was like one in there, giant, right? And there was like this giant, I think, rose quartz or something. And the thing was like $3,000. I was like, oh my god. I was just like, don't touch it. Don't breathe on it. I was like, that's a $3,000 crystal. It was gorgeous. I will have to admit, it was gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. They were all so pretty. They were like slices, and like apparently when you go to like a witchy store kind of place, they actually get them like they're from a really good source, right? And so they're not like man-made or like, you know, lab grown or anything. So they're very like and they also, oh, we have a ad that's going to be right to your left, Chris. Yeah. And they, you know, they make sure that they actually like get them from good sources and people that.
They're at.
Oh, we've got another one right behind you there. I'm gonna try to root it. Oh, I think it did. I think it rooted. But it was just really cool to see. Like, they were, like, extra pretty. I'd never seen, like, those crystals were huge.
Do you have a campfire? Okay,
I
cool.
just put one down.
Root them again.
Okay. I will try. I think I got it.
My butt smashed.
Oh, I'm gonna. Oh, you got that one. I'm gonna try to root after this big heal. Give me a second. Actually, you could probably take this one after this. I'll root him anyways. He's rooted.
I'm getting my health up real quick.
Oh, let me put this here. Your health is up. I'm gonna try to root that again. Hopefully it works. Oh. Let me,
Hey, the group mechanics are starting to work.
yeah, they are. I'm gonna put those buffs here. Seems like they went off when I logged or something. Or it just went off.
Yeah, I don't have buffs saved.
Okay, got it. Like, I thought so, because I was like, I remember, like, replenishing them not that long ago. I'm like, let me grab some twigs here. Oh, here's another rock. The perfect or whatever rectangular one is over here.
Okay.
The rectangular rock. Did we get the one over here?
I think there's one up the ramp, right?
Okay. I can't remember.
There's the one where we just came
you
from.
placed those ones.
I think it's up on the ledge a bit more. I may have moved that, but I'm not sure.
Alright, I'm healing you again. And I am going to make some more camping fires. What's woodworking? I forgot. I'm always going to like it's cooking for some reason. For the campfire, I'm always like going to cooking instead of woodworking.
Yeah, I know. I probably should put it there, considering it'll probably be used for cooking in the future, anyways. So.
Yeah, but I swear I always go there instead of going to the woodworking.
Right, I can't remember.
One more.
So that's that one. We got that one. Maybe it's over there.
Did I level up? Yeah. Yay.
Oh.
Alright, I got 5 campfires so far. Oh, it's on top of the hill. Did he put it up
I got
there?
one here. It might be that one. I'm not sure.
Is that one that I place? Or you place? Probably that might be one. Actually, might be it. Yeah, I didn't actually place this quest, but it's got 2 freaking goblins up there. Funny when you get spammed with like cheap followers.
I don't know.
I'm like, okay. Why am I getting these?
We're gonna have 2 here.
Alright. I'm gonna just like go back by the rock area.
Oh, there's a level 1 here.
There's a level 1 here?
Yeah, not so right.
That's funny. Alright, did we see if this is a rock? Yeah, we did. This is a rock. Boink.
Cool.
I got a boulder. I'm gonna smite this one. Yeah.
Look at that deep.
You could pull this one if you want. Oh, we have a campfire over here. He's coming. He's a coming. So Nick, what part of Australia are you from? Oh, Sydney! That's awesome. Yeah, I think we know one guy at Epic there. He's in Sydney. He always makes a joke that every time he comes to America, when he asks for like getting off a plane, and he asks, "I'm really thirsty. Can I get something to drink?" They always give him a soda, and he's like, "What's up with you American people and giving me a soda? It's water. Where is the water?" It's kind of funny too, because in Canada, like Stark is from Canada, and like every time I would ask for tea, they would give me brisk or like a nest tea. Like they would never give me like brewed tea, you know, like in water. And I'd always be like, what is this? Like, that's not tea. This is like powdered sugar flavored tea. This isn't like tea though. They're like, yeah, it is. It's tea. So it just made me laugh because the last time I had heard something like that was like from Chris. He actually does Chris is the guy at Epic that does all the cool like art tech.
Art.
He does a lot of tech art and stuff, and we were doing a talk with him at the 2024 GDC, and when we were like first talking to him, that's what he said. It's like the culture shock. Yeah. 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 Exactly. Yeah. It is always so funny to see the culture shock. even in Canada too, it was really also surprising that he said, oh, so you're from the States. And at first I didn't I didn't really know what they were talking about. I'm like, this is like, I don't know, like what? This is like 17 years ago. And I was like,
Yeah.
States. I'm like, yeah, from the States. And I'm just like thinking of America, right? Like, and I guess because they're obviously in Northern America, they called us just the States, not, so I just hadn't been out of America where I was like technically still in America, but not in the States of United States America. And I didn't quite at first know what the hell they were talking about. It's like, what states? I'm like, yes, we have states, but don't you have provinces? Like, I don't understand. They're like, well, you're the United States of America. We're province of America. I'm like, oh, right. It is kind of messed up that we don't learn enough about Canadian history.
Yep.
This actually would be helpful. This would be helpful. They should be doing this at school. They should be doing this. They say world history, but no. It's not much. It's not much. No. These days, I'm sure, like, even just like with YouTube in general, you get so much more culture. At least just like hearing it from people that you meet or that are all over the place that on YouTube they're like, oh, did you know, like, in Britain this is what we call like chips, or this is what we call fish, and it's like chips and fries are totally different. They call them crisps, and we're like, oh. You mean Canada doesn't call them that? And they actually get a huge culture shock because they have Montreal, and what some French in Montreal will say as something like people from France, that French doesn't speak the same. So even though they're both French, apparently Canadian French don't just like speak or say the same things as people from France that speak French. It's just nuts how like I think social media's brought a lot of people more like cultured to me, just because they actually see real people in their towns doing stuff instead of just hearing it from our good old books at school. But it's always cool to meet people from different cultures. Like, apparently also, we didn't know, in the US there's a lot of sugar in our bread. And one of our friends named Craig, he was from a smaller part of Australia. And he was actually a really cool designer. He actually, like, I guess, designed a really big pool table. It was like a glass pool table in Australia that I guess was like one of the first glass pool tables ever invented or something like that. And he was an artist on that and designed it. And we had we kind of like worked semi with him for, gosh, I don't know, like a year or so. And every single day he would talk about just how much sugar is in our bread. I didn't even notice until we started learning how to make bread and realizing how much sugar is naturally in the bread.
Crazy.
Like, holy crap. So he's like, it was so weird for him to be like, oh, I'm gonna go get the sandwich, and then he's like, it all has sweet bread. It's like sweet bread. Didn't even realize it.
Practically cake.
Yeah, it's basically cake. I think there's like 32 grams of sugar per loaf or something crazy. Yeah, okay, so you do. Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't even know. Now I'm like, I can't eat it either.
Yep.
Yeah, because we make our own stuff, and like, unfortunately I have celiac disease, so like I have to do gluten-free stuff. But because I'm like super allergic to gluten, but it was just crazy to find out like how much freaking sugar is in bread. Just growing up with that, I hate that so much. Not gonna lie, I have not loved that at all. No way!
No.
Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god, bad. Don't do it. It's like killing your organs. So apparently, okay, so get this. Okay, so just about a year ago, I got sick when I was moving to, I found out like about 2 years ago. Okay, and some will might have symptoms and we might not have. Some people have symptoms, like most people have symptoms, but some people don't, right? And they're dependent, but that doesn't mean like the effects don't like have, if that makes sense. Like the effects are 100%, like everybody has them. um but basically, what happens is, about a year ago I had gotten a really bad flu, and we went to the hospital and they weren't sure because I had like a weirdest flu where I was kind of like had a really bad vertigo. What is it? Vertigo, right? Vertigo. Yeah,
Vertigo. Yeah.
vertigo, where my crystals and my ears were kind of like off centered or something. And even though it was a different kind of nausea because it wasn't like my room was spinning, I just kept falling over. Like I just I couldn't, like I didn't know what the hell it was. They thought I was crazy at first, then apparently like 6 more people came in like 2 hours after I came in with the exact same thing. They're like, "Oh, okay, maybe maybe this is a thing." I'm like, "I'm not nuts. Like this is happening." Anyways, they took a scan, like a CT scan, on I guess it was like from my head down to my waist, I guess. And I guess they were just trying to see what was going on. Um like why was I feeling so like dizzy, but like everything wasn't spinning. Like why is that? And so when they took scans of me, I had told him like, oh, I have celiac disease, and so I don't really know if some of these are an issue, because at first, they didn't believe me. Like they were just like, this crazy girl, like what the hell is she talking about? She's not, she's not spinning. This is stupid. Like nobody's had this. And this is obviously because I was like the first, of course. It was like case 1 in their hospital. Right? So like, I'm just crazy. So, anyways, oh my God, Tifa's so loud right now. So she's having a great time in the back. She's having a blast. Anyways, so they basically don't believe me at first, so they get a CT scan to see what the hell is going on. So when they do, I had told him beforehand, like, hey, I have celiac disease. I don't really know what's going on with me. I just know that these are some of the issues that I have, so on and so forth. And he kind of just like blew me off and was just like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about, blah 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 blah. And so he was kind of like a douche. And Chris was like super annoyed. He kept like cutting me off and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just trying to, and especially because this is a hospital I hadn't ever been to. They had zero record of me because we had
Yeah, we were
just
just talking
moved.
about your medical history, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, we can't solve all that tonight." I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"You don't have our medical history. We're
Yeah.
trying to just like help you be informed."
Yeah, and, like I wasn't trying to like get all of these solutions or something. I just wanted to like update them with what was going on because like, well, it was kind of like a big deal, all that kind of stuff. And so sure enough, they get these scans on me, and he comes back and all of a sudden he's legitimately like, okay, so I'm gonna sit down. And I was just like, okay, well, what the fuck? you know? And he's just like, so, I need to ask, you are making sure that you are doing a completely gluten-free diet. Like, do you realize that there's gluten in like dish soap, laundry detergent, toothpaste, like soaps, moisturizers, like all these types of things? You have to like really make sure it's not in anything. Do you understand that? And I was like, well, yeah, I've been on this journey. It's been this slow, but nobody really told us that. And how he's like, would you also know cross contamination is a thing, right? Like if somebody touches something with gluten and touches your food and you consume it, that you will be glutened. It'll be the same amount as if you ate it. It's pretty bad. And I was like, well, no, but I'm starting to learn that. Like I got new dishes and new like pots because I had to like cook them in that, all that kind of stuff. He's like, well, the issue that I'm worried about is the fact that when I did the scan, all of your bones are like slowly deteriorating. And that's celiac disease. So that's what happens. So even though I am like, I basically look like I'm 24 years old and I'm 40 though. I know I look very young. Everybody that sees me, they all think I'm in college. It's so annoying, but whatever. Anyways, so what happened is he literally told me that my bones are like a 60-year-old because of my deterioration from celiac disease. So it doesn't just do that, it also makes my, even though I ate like a bunny, like I've always eaten like really good vegetables of all these things, but I've always had like weird swelling occasionally. And then one time I dropped like so much weight that it was just like insane, and it was just like always fluctuant, right? And I found out that it just makes me bloated sometimes, and then all these different things. Well, basically, even though I would just eat like salads and stuff, they had a crouton or they had certain dressings that had gluten in them, I was still getting glutened. And yeah, and it's terrible. And so what happens is basically my liver and my kidneys are like got fucked over it. Like completely fucked over it. He says now the best thing I can do, because he said livers can heal, kidneys can heal because it's not alcoholic, which is good, but I need to completely remove it from everything. And it really sucks when you like live with others that don't really care, because it becomes that mentality of cross contamination's real. And then once you get rid of it, Nick, once it's gone and you actually come in contact with it again, it'll be like a 16-wheeler just hit you and ran you over and backed up. Like that's how it makes your body feel, because now it's not inflamed. And so it's just like this really shitty situation. And but once you start getting off that, oh my god, you feel so much better. It's like all of a sudden you realize like you're not sick all the time, you're not getting colds all the time, you're not like, because it is an autoimmune disease. That's what people don't tell you as well, is that it's an autoimmune disease. And everybody goes, oh, it's just an allergy. It's actually an autoimmune disease. It is literally an assassin. We have a personal assassin to our own organs and our body. So it's like every time we eat gluten, we're basically swallowing rat poison, and that it slowly is killing us. And that's how it works. So it's pretty much the exact same thing as like a nut allergy, when it's that, it can be that, can like that yeah. Yeah. And that's when it's like it's really, it's we're very sensitive to it, meaning like handling of the food and such, and like preparing it in an area like that isn't with gluten as well. So like they do a burger, just make sure it's not in the same burgers that they put the buns, right? Or with the other stuff that's in the sauces for gluten. So they have like a very distinctive place that they like cook it and stuff. Yeah, and that's where you don't get cross contaminated. So once that's gone, you're not sitting there like sick all the time with every known, because every time you basically continue to eat it, you're only promoting yourself to get more other diseases. So like more, chances of cancer, more chances of different diagnoses, like such
I'm
as,
back.
hey babe, so such as like kidney cancers, all these other cancers that come around, and like diseases that come with it. And that's all just because it's an autoimmune disease. And so a lot of people don't describe that because, well, doctors don't really tell you shit, unfortunately. And so that's what happens to us if we don't actually go on a full gluten-free, like basically diet, or like contamination as well, is that we basically get, our organs get screwed.
Oh, we got a pop.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Coming.
Yep. Coming. I'll use my campfire over here. That's why I made a whole bunch. But yeah, just so you know, totally research that. Like Dawn and all those kind of like, a lot of dish soaps and like toothpastes have gluten, so you have to find ones that don't.
Even though I'm not I don't celiacs, I've noticed a huge change in my overall health just by going gluten free.
And it's not all about just like it's like healthy food. You can have a lot of like really good tasting bad for you food that's gluten free. It's like it's like there's this mentality of like you can't have anything that's like bad or good tasting that's gluten-free, and that is like it's like a biggest load of crap. Like, that is not true at
For
all.
me, it's like really back on the sugar in bread stuff. You know, carbs themselves get converted to sugar. Then you add the sugar in the carbs on top of it. It's sugar on sugar in your body, and that was a big thing for me that kept showing up in my blood work. Just having
His
high sugar
cholesterol was
levels,
like through the
being, like
roof.
pre-diet,
Yeah.
pre-diabetic and stuff.
Even though he was like a skinny boy, he was like completely good. Yeah, no, rice is so much better. And that's what I'm trying to say is like, do that. Like, you'd be surprised. Like, there's amazing, like, I'm a foodie, okay? I am not, I have like one of those crazy, Chris can tell you, I have one of those crazy palettes that is a super palette, they call it. And I am very much a foodie. I've I enjoy cooking at like at a high level, so does he. And I won't eat something that tastes like not what it should. So that's when people say like gluten tastes like cardboard. I'm like, well, what gluten are you getting it from? Like, gluten from like gluten-free shit from like 20 years ago that nobody gave a crap about, and some like person that knows nothing about making bread. Is that what you got it from? Because there is like artisans in this that actually know what the hell they're doing, you know. Like, that's where you should be getting it. And so there is like really good tasting stuff, and there's a lot of things that are naturally gluten free. You just have to make sure that they are, and if they don't say that they are, they probably aren't. That's the unfortunate part. A lot of things pretend to be gluten free when they're not. Yeah, you should definitely look more into that. If you ever have any questions, dude, like, totally let me know. Like, you should message me on Discord, because I've had a lot of trial and error. It's been like, it takes a lot of time to figure out that stuff, and like, instead of being overwhelmed, just ask somebody that like knows, and it will be a lot easier of a journey for you than it was for me. And I I suggest that. There's a lot of even like people online, like Instagram, that are celiacs as well, or have a gluten-free diet, and it has been a huge difference. I have a pop here on me.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but like it's like cross-contamination, dude. Like, it's like cross-contamination. Like, if a little microscopic piece of a crouton was in your salad, you've just been glutened. It's that ridiculous. Like, like I said, it's an autoimmune disease. It is not just like, I'm allergic to peaches and they make me swell. It's even like worse than that. If that makes sense. Chris can tell you it's crazy. Like, it's super, and it damages you like long term, and it never goes away. And the only way to stop it is to like completely make sure you're safe about it. So just look it up, you know, look into it. Ask your doctor more about it. Try to like make them actually talk to you about it, not like blow it off. And you know, pin them down, make them research it. Yeah, because it is real shit. So Chris can tell you it's like been a real struggle for me for a while, and it's definitely worrisome. I've gotten like all these other things just because of it. All these other diseases because of it. It sucks so much. This heal, it's not scaling enough for me.
Okay.
Like, still only doing 26, and I'm like 2 levels 8. I was getting 22 and 26s on crits, okay, at level 9. And I'm level 11, and it's not scaling with me.
Yeah, I haven't done any type of ability scaling stuff.
So I'm just letting you know. Put that in there because it is hard to keep you alive.
It obviously scales with power, but we have limited power stuff right now.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Like, look, I have this, but it's all like, once again, it's all grays.
Yep.
It's all common stuff. And I'm like looting things.
Again, there's like 0 power on gear except weapons, so
yeah.
That kind of is where it comes from.
Yeah.
Now we do have power potions, but that's still only like +5 or something.
But I shouldn't have to use a power potion to be able to have it scale with me.
I more meant like this in this specific moment in time. And then once you get green and blue weapons, can you build green weapons yet?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I put weapons on the crafting list, which I'll have to add.
Weapons on the crafted list.
Power scaling for heals. Weapons on the crafting list.
Alright, I'm full mana now. I'm gonna set another campfire down. It is very helpful. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm gonna pull this back. I'm gonna pop.
Oh, I got it.
I feel like
2
pop
pops.
there.
Oh my goodness. 2 pops.
Just one's already CC'd.
Oh my gosh, another one popped back there. Holy shit. Oh.
Try and root the other one. Did you root it?
Okay. I did root it.
Okay. I do have a health pot.
Oh no, the ghost is coming this way. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my goodness.
Come to me. Come to the door.
That's just funny. No.
Alright, let me heal up.
What you should do is not let me die. That would be helpful. Oh no.
Come on. Okay, good. That went off. Can breathe for a second.
Yeah, I'm metting up.
Okay, CC event.
I'm rooting it.
Hey, Natsack.
Hey,
I'll never
what's
get over
up?
saying that.
Nice name.
Bracer of Stamina.
Oh no.
Let me put this real quick.
Alright. Root this. Okay, it's rooted.
We've been grinding through our game with
Yeah.
our pro hunter Nick here.
Yep.
Who's been CCing a bunch of stuff
He's
for us.
actually been insanely good at
Quite
CC.
well. Showing his MMO experience. And we've kind of almost done this first level.
Yep.
We're about to go get eaten by the raid boss.
Yeah, the raid boss is done.
By the very broken raid boss. Wait, necklace of stamina?
Yes.
I could use that.
Well, Nick got it, looks like.
Frickin' loot. Hunters always get their loot.
Rangers.
Hunter loot, huh?
Rangers.
I see how it is.
Yeah, yeah. Oh no. This is gonna be very
Oh, how
challenging.
nice.
You know what's gonna be challenging about this is I have 0 twigs. I'm gonna be like, down here. I'm gonna grab some before we go
It's pretty
up.
spaced out. So I think we got solo pulls from here on out.
Okay. Good.
So Nick, I never forgot to ask you, what was your main MMO?
Gathering one more twig. Don't die, Chris. You're coming. Got you.
RuneScape, nice. Good Wars.
Okay. RuneScape.
No, I've been loving the like the whole like wave of people going to RuneScape. It's been really interesting to watch. Again, like I have so much like from a game design perspective of like just watching the hardcore WoW community and seeing how that's evolved, and now they're like shifting over to RuneScape now, and seeing their opinions on that has been really fun to watch from just a kind of design study.
That was really smart, Nick, to like be like, oh, he banished it for a minute so you could take a break, but you
Yep,
didn't sit down like you should have.
I did sit down.
Oh, it didn't show us, and you weren't you weren't
Yeah.
up, you weren't actually regenning. You weren't.
It was made slow, but I was sitting down.
Well, it wasn't regenning because I was just healing you blatantly.
Gloves of strength. Oh yeah.
Alright, let's see.
Bracer of strength, bracer of stamina. Where's the necklace? Necklace of stamina.
Oh, totally. You can definitely make your own rule sets for sure in that game.
That's the one thing I really want to bring into Tearyn is that great feeling of progression and like that always existing, like your time like in RuneScape, if you spend 2 months playing it, when you come back 2 years later, everything you did is still relevant. And
yeah,
I really want that for Tearyn. Is like just have it as almost like a
you're investing in your account. That's I always talk about this to him like in general because like that's what EverQuest was back in the day. It's just it always, no matter how much, if you had like the year of your life where you could just dedicate yourself to a game that you were able to do it, then you come back to where you can't do it anymore, and then 2 years later like you come back and you're like, wow, all that time I actually spent I'm still seeing the investment there. And I think that's really important in games because they just patch you out normally, or they do an expansion and they wipe everything you did before just completely clean. And it's so heart wrenching because you just feel there's so many times that so much time you invested and it's wasted. Feels completely worthless.
just in general, MMOs are built so differently these days. And oh, I got someone, I think. Nat, okay, let me get you. Need your Epic Games ID.
All right, I got a campfire down.
Um, what was I saying? Yeah, so just in general, like having good progression and people play games different, MMOs different these days, and like seeing the whole WoW hardcore community like go through that whole leveling experience really methodically, really slowly, enjoying the experience, not rushing through it, like grouping up and being social. Like that was literally what the MMO is all about, and creating community around it. Almost like this, there's like so many like big play moments from just a leveling thing. It wasn't even a competitive esport game, yet it was actually kind of fun to watch those big moments when people would like actually get through a tough fight or a group that goes horribly wrong, and all those things. And so
No, I love the comment there. There's a saying in RuneScape: "You don't quit. You just take longer breaks." And that's
yeah,
exactly what I
I love
mean.
that.
It's a great one. Like, I know it's a terrible explanation to refer to, but I always liked playing Pokemon Go a little bit just because I played with a lot of friends in real life, right? And it was this mentality of, because I put in all this time and I got to, like, level 44, 43 or whatever, it's still coming back, having to not played for a year. I can still go in and actually like make a difference in a raid. I'm not sitting there like, wow, too bad my time and Pokemon that I did get in raids has been useless, and it wasn't, right? And so, like, I know that sounds so silly on a low scale, but it's still important, which is why occasionally people go back to Pokemon Go that were in it, right? Is because it does actually uh, make that account feel like you put value into it, whether it was money or no money at all. Like, you put actual time investing on those raids that you spent getting those, superior Pokemon. And so it's like you actually feel the weight of your account. And I feel like that's what, at least back in the day, an EverQuest was. When you would spend a lot of time doing an EverQuest and you would get like different gear, different types of gear, there was a sense of weight that came and brought. And so it not being there in most games these days is really sad, and it's disheartening because it's what made MMOs really fun, to be honest. It was like this endless mentality of, like, even if you got your main character to, higher, it's like all that extra time you did put it in worked really well on like your little alts that you would make. Like, oh, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna make, like, a mage instead, and all that time you did spend, you were actually able to use it on some characters, on like a new character. It
Yeah,
wasn't like like
that
World of
was
Warcraft, where everything was no drop. You could actually share some of those gear things that you ventured out to your alt that you were trying to get up, because maybe you didn't want to play a tank anymore and you wanted to be a wizard or whatever. Like, you had some things that you were like, hey, I'm going to sell some of these things and buy stuff for my alt that I really want to come back as. And it allowed that time to be an investment.
that was massive for me in EverQuest. Was um, I was a big alt flipper, and I played most of my time just leveling characters. But I liked that experience, and that was a lot of fun to me. And so when I would get to like level 50, I'd sell everything I own, get all that platinum, and then invest it into the next character. And every time I do that, I'm getting a little bit further. I'm getting a little bit more loot, and I'm getting more things to sell. Maybe I get when I go through that whole process, I get a few more, like, buy something, sell it higher than I do, and so the value of my account is just continues to so-called increase. And I'm getting, every time I flip alts, I'm getting a better flipped alt, a more OP flipped alt. And so in today's day, I do get your point, Nick. Like, there's certain things that are too tedious to do on alts, that are too time required. and like in EverQuest there was character flagging for different raids,
Yep.
and to have to go through that experience for
No.
every single character you have, no thank
No.
you. In Diablo 4, to have to redo the campaign and all the weird map oriented things,
Yep.
um
Like
so
revealing the map.
tedious. It
Yeah,
doesn't,
revealing the map and
you
such.
know
Yeah. Which is why eventually
ridiculous
WoW
tedious.
took that out. I'm not sure if you know, but eventually WoW came to a point where, like, if you revealed the map on your main character or something, that it went across all of your characters.
Yeah.
But that wasn't always in, you know? It was that, like, progression. And to me, it's like, it's that mentality of, it's long-term investment into your class, into your account. And, unfortunately, games are still being made today that is not thinking about that at all. It's unfortunate. And it feels like only the super old school ones are. And that's probably why people are loving old school games. But I do think there's a point where a game shouldn't ever feel like a job. At least I don't want it to feel like a job, which is why the tedious points of having to reflag your alt is like a pain in the ass. Just I know I personally don't have time for an MMO being a job, so I don't want to play to not get paid. I want to play to be able to have fun and like actually push my brain to where I I'm actually feeling like I'm being either one chilling, like just being conversational, or I'm able to actually challenge myself with a difficult task. You know, choose it, because I don't always want a difficult task. So sometimes I even said I hated PvP because I felt like sometimes I just didn't want to be what's the word? Put my like what's the word that I used to use all the time? Put my like my elite pants on.
Hmm.
Sometimes I don't want to be an elitist. I don't want to have to put on my try hard pants. Yeah, I don't want to have to put it on. I just want to chill because maybe I had like a really long day, and I just want to relax. But like in so many games, there's almost like one choice that you can pick from.
Exactly.
Yes,
The day
exactly.
of just logging in and grinding some XP and like chatting with people, like
Yeah.
it's relaxing.
Yeah.
Like you're somewhat paying attention. You're not playing hardcore.
No.
You're not perfing the perfect button rotation
Yeah.
and
You're
having to
not min
grind through some
maxing. Yeah.
dungeon.
You're not min
Like you're
maxing.
not having, oh, I would queue up for a dungeon, and if I don't perform perfectly, or even like if I don't perform at 60, like 80% or above, my whole group's gonna troll me and kick me out of the group.
Yeah.
That's like what MMOs have become, and that's why, like, to start off, like, we're not doing anything instanced. Everything's open world, um, because we want that sense of
I do find funny though
seeing people.
about what you just said, like trying to ultimate perform, and I laugh because in most of these games it's just whatever add-on you've downloaded. It's not even like a person doing the work themselves. They're usually having some
Yep.
kind of like back end add-on that's doing all of the calculations, just like we actually, when we were looking way back then, probably like 10 years ago, we were looking into like competitive things. One of the biggest things we heard from a lot of like major guilds was that you're only as good as your tech. And we thought that was ridiculous. Like, you're not even about the players. It's not even about your players. It's whatever your guild's app decides to be able to make, so that you can min-max everything that's happening at microseconds, and that you're doing everything for itself so that you can just be the first guild to kill something, even though there is a actual add-on that's doing it for you.
And now it's crazy because they have like automated things to push your buttons for you, like almost
Yes.
AI, like it chooses
Yes.
the skills for you to press. And
Yes.
then WoW clearly has also like gone into this problem, because I think at the one of the recent talks, they brought up the concept of a 1-button rotation. And so it's literally instead of having 4 buttons that you have to manually think about which one to press, you have 1 button that presses them in whatever's off cooldown, or in some sort of designed order by your choice.
Yeah.
And so
It's like you're not even
it's not
playing
just
anymore.
a problem, Yeah, 1 button has been implemented. Yeah, so there you go.
Yes, there's Next Act talking about it. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. It's just like that's the game. The game is like just the add-on is playing for you guys. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, just play Cookie Run. Then just play Cookie Run. Everything's automated there. Like, I don't even understand it.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
and it's slower is not as good. So like then it's like, okay, well, this whole genre of games min-max stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
it's rough.
And so, and that's why now, like, you may have missed this, but we're trying to create Tearyn to not be so reliant on the perfect button rotation to be successful. It should be about like environment awareness, positioning, different things. Like I implemented this patch. I implemented a.
Here comes the door. Oh no.
I don't know why it's so
loading.
dark.
Please wait. Oh, I love seeing that, guys. Oh my god, I love it. I'm sorry. That's my EverQuest. You use the same text
I didn't
and
tell you about
everything.
that.
I love it. Oh my god, he knows how much I love.
I was waiting for your response.
Oh my god, that felt beautiful. Wow, the light is really intense in here. He wanted to surprise me with this one, because I had done the section inside the building right there, like the castle, but we haven't gotten to get to this new zone, and so I did the castle part. He just transferred it over and put it into a different zone.
That's the code that I said I was working on, right?
Yeah.
And that was like the big thing. Okay, we have your client you log into. You have a character select server, so you're actually connected to a character select server while you're doing that. Then you hit enter world, you go into the main world, and now you walk up, you click something, or hit a zone line, whatever, and you go to the next zone. And
we
so
are not going to be able to kill
like
this.
That was the next big kind of technical achievement, and so
we need more people.
Now it's about a lot of like polishing and introducing our our game design mechanics that make our game unique and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like a lot of our core technology is like solved,
Yeah.
And so this boss is not only is he bugged, but he's like meant for a very large raid.
Yeah, he's going to school the crap out of us. So I'm not sure if we want to try to avoid him.
We can walk around.
Can we walk around him? Can we try and pretend, but put him asleep, perhaps? Somebody sing a lullaby.
Now here's again, this is the important thing. We can't log out of this area, or I'll have to reset your location, because I didn't get the one part of code that saves which zone you're logging out of, and so that's a next step.
And I didn't let you explore yet. We haven't connected it yet. I'm going to connect more. Yeah. I have some things.
This whole zone will be
off.
its own full dungeon.
See,
right?
I have it
right now you walk
now.
in for the raid boss. Right now you walk in and you see the raid boss, but the raid boss will probably be at the very bottom of the zone at some point.
Yeah.
And you have to clear down to it, and like this will be a whole dungeon experience.
Yeah.
With like lots of named mobs and different loot to get.
Like how Nick's trying to get up in here. So bad. No. I don't have it set up.
I'll never forget.
I have so many rooms up here. I just gotta connect them.
If you scroll up on the screenshots Discord channel, you'll see like I was recording people, and one of the first things I found was one guy ninja looting ore as he walks through everything, and another one exploiting mobs by like standing on a place they can't chase, can't get to him, and he's like shooting fireballs at them. It's like typical MMO players.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's like testing. Blah.
Like,
Yeah.
let me bring it up.
So there's a couple like actual rooms up in here. You can't see them yet. And I have to connect them. But we wanted to put this in a new instance first. So that's what we've been doing. And then I'm going to be having some of these areas that connected. I'm thinking about having this as what kind of like where I want this to be for next stage. And is it like, so there was this old thing called fire pots in EverQuest back in the day, and it was basically in the middle of the ocean, right? And you had to go find it, and it was this little hole in the bottom of the ocean. And once you went in it, it dropped down into this like room full of pots, okay, like fire pots, such as these here, and each one had like a distinctive pot look to it, and it would instantly, as soon as you clicked the pot, it would like literally port you to these places. And obviously eventually people started taking pictures, and the worst part was is a lot of people that couldn't bind didn't know, so then they had to go find that mysterious hole in the ocean again. Now obviously eventually it became like people, did the lock on it and you could find it and all that kind of stuff. But everything had a different location. And so I'm wondering, do we have some of our interesting like places that we want to adventure here? Is that somewhere we want to try, or is this a place I'm trying to decide where I want this castle to be like the center of. Is it for maybe upgrading your actual abilities? Is that something we want to do? Like, do we want to go and skill to upgrade things here? Like kind of like a knowledge section for maybe empowering your abilities, or
Yeah.
like I'm still trying to decide or decipher like what could be a good spot, what people would be interested in, because I obviously don't love that you have to go back into town to upgrade a skill if you need to. It's not like the most best part I've liked about games. I haven't really loved that too much, but
At the same time, I felt that way too, but at the same time, it is a nice form of rest
right.
with gameplay, and so it makes you one, it makes you not do combat, and it gives you a bit of rest to be excited to go back into combat. But then also, like how EverQuest did their spells, like every like 5 to 9 levels, you get new spells. You had like this big jump in power that was exciting to look forward to as
Right.
well. And so, and it also is like it's that whole thing of forcing people to go back to town, which makes them socialize. All these things, like different patterns like that, can. Um, it's like, is it in? If you just get powerful spells as you upgrade and everything's given to you,
Yeah.
like you're just constantly going, you're constantly fighting, you're constantly doing things, and you're never having a good sense of rest. And it also is like helps you push people to different places in the world. And so it's like if you can only get these spells at this location, then that makes them go to that location, explore that location. So it's like also entwined with world exploration a bit too. So there's a lot of like things to try at least.
Yeah, I do think though that I think it's got a lot of look up. Oh my god, you're all the way up here. Oh my god. He's up in my chandeliers, just chilling. How did you get up there? Oh my god. How
He's a
the
true
hell
Legolas,
did you
right?
get up there, man? Oh my god. How do you guys do it? Oh my gosh, how did you do that? I don't know how you do it.
I didn't even see how he got up there.
I don't either. How did he do it?
Oh, there's all the stairs.
Oh, you did
So
go
magical.
in there.
How'd you do it?
Oh.
Stairs.
But I didn't fully connect it.
Yeah.
I made it a pain in the ass to get in there, but I guess,
Yeah.
yeah. I like to have a little room when I move around, so I have a very distinctive, like, momentum when I'm making halls or like my architecture. Okay,
Mhm.
I have a roadmap for my architecture. I have a roadmap for it. Um, Yeah, and so I don't know. I'm trying to think about what I want to put in there. I do think it would be kind of neat, um, for the adventure system that I want to do. That's like the camping mentality, and that's like almost in a sense, allowing you to go on adventures that give it a bit of a survival feel, so that you can choose to. You only have a certain amount of resources that you have to bring, and they obviously give you a list of what those resources would be, and then on top of that it would be like, by doing this and completing this you're getting x amount of type of gear, maybe like, um it could be more experience based as well. And I think maybe by having a certain, maybe there could be like a meter of some sort, like an XP towards how many adventures that you do, that you have like an actual, this could be like the guild of power. That's what I was thinking of it. I was kind of going for like a dark academia kind of feel, but I wanted it to also feel like knowledge based, if that makes sense. So dark academia can kind of be like somewhat, death oriented. I wanted it to be more like knowledge and like magic is power, kind of like know how is power. Um so that's kind of like my little twist on the art style that I'm going for in this castle. Um, and I got it because Chris really likes Dragon Prince and the show Dragon Prince, and there is a distinctive race in there called, what is it? They're called, I think, the Celestial Elves, if I'm not
I think that's right.
certain,
Yeah,
right?
I think that's right.
And it was very keen on their whole atmosphere is just basically like knowledge is power, and very much about, the more that you research, the more that you do, the more experience you gain. um, how much more magical, and they're all like a magical race. It's a fully magic race. They're like mages specifically, and so I thought that would be kind of interesting to like add that kind of persona on it. So maybe you could get a certain amount of types of like power ups or types of adventures in it. I think it would be kind of neat. And because we've been kind of talking about that for a while, and because I do like survival mentalities, but I don't like it all the time. You know what I mean? I want it to be something that you can choose to do, because I think an MMO should feel like an MMO. But I do think that survival MMOs can just be. I just don't always want to log in and feel like something is going to kill my character and it's gone for good. I just don't like that. So I want to be able to just like log on and play slow if I
Parkour.
choose to. Parkour. I just heard your voice.
I put the cheat code in chat, so we
Oh.
will kill a dragon.
Oh. It's our cheat code, eh?
Basically, up your health max, your regen rate, your resist all, and your power. We always like to do this for the people that come join us for a bit. It's a fun part of the test.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, we're really not in a team anymore when we zoned.
Yeah, when we zoned.
We have
Another
to put
thing
that
I'll
on
have to
the
add.
add on the list. Keep to set up a group. But yeah, no, I think that's gonna be really fun, being able to allow you to, um go and have like a different experience playing it as well. So it's not like you don't always have to have like, hey, I'm just gonna go do a, a lazy group or something. You can also go into a group that's like completely based on like survival if you want to. And so you have to have certain resources, and then you're limited on resources. I think that would be really fun. Oh my god, I have so many
Bring
hit
out my click
points.
finger.
I have so many hit points. I'm never gonna be able to heal anything now.
I don't think we'll even need heals.
What the hell am I supposed to be here for? Huh?
You're here a DPS cleric now.
Oh, okay. Okay. But don't we need a heal now? Because everybody
We
is...
have like massive regen.
Nick doesn't have it yet. Make sure to get massive regen. There you go.
And then we're probably gonna miss a lot because our levels are still low. So make sure you up your crit chance, your power, and your crit damage.
Oh my goodness.
So much clicking.
So is
I'll have to
this
put a
gonna
shift click in.
be the world's like fastest dragon kill?
No, because we're missing a bunch, and our damage is still relatively low.
Is it?
Yeah. Because of the level difference, we're gonna be missing a lot.
Oh,
But
are
when
we?
we do hit, we'll actually hit.
Oh, we do need to be in a group. Let me add Nick, and then I'll add you wherever you are. There you are.
Oh, you can also put your attack speed up too. That's a lot of fun on the hunter. Make sure you get your attack speed. Cast via auto attacks.
Oh my goodness.
That's usually a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh. OMG.
Become like a machine gun. Pew 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 pew. It's one of the hands. Cast speed auto actions. I don't know if I put cooldown in yet. Oh, I do have cooldown. Let's see what that does.
Nick, I mean, Nat, I'm not sure if you joined us at all, if you are in here, but Chris could always up your level if you needed to come down here.
They were from another. I think they were the one that might be from Brazil. They were trying to get it to work.
Okay.
With the let's see if he joined. Did he join? No. Oh, you might not be in this level. All right, I'm going in.
Oh no.
See what
Oh my gosh. He needs proper lighting. I need to do his proper lighting. I haven't gotten to do it. Oh yeah, there's lots of whelps.
yeah, a lot of whelps.
Chris made
And I
it
think
whelp
some of the
central.
player code I think I have for like pets. I think oh yeah, he's immune for a while we kill the whelps.
Yeah, I have no attack right now. Like my cooldown on my abilities is non-existent. It's like awful.
Yeah.
I like how I'm hitting for absolutely nothing.
Yeah, we might not even be able to do it with the miss rate being so high.
Yeah. Because I can't kill him.
I can spam my abilities.
I don't have any, like, area effect damage.
I don't think I have any hit rate. Gravity, stamina.
So Nat's Australian as well. Just like Nick.
Oh, okay.
Nick is in Sydney at the moment. He's the ranger here. Or hunter, or whatever you want to call him. I would call it a ranger, but you know, that's just...
We're chipping at him.
Like
That's
no
like what,
mana.
2,000 damage we've done?
I have like no mana.
Get to experience the fight fully. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, I just leveled. Nice. I'm leveling
Nice.
quick. All these whelp changes. Thanks, Nick. Keep giving me some levels up in here, man. Oh my gosh. Are we attacking it? Is it happening? This is gonna take 1 billion years, guys. I know it. I can feel it. It's the true sleeper. Sleeper from an EQ apparently took like 14 hours to kill. It's crazy. Can you believe
That's
people
nuts.
like actually
People wiping.
like yeah, 'cause
People lost,
yes,
and like a whole year to return the experience from everyone.
pretty much, yeah.
Oh, my power damage isn't up. There we go. Now we're getting some damage. It's like auto attacking is like the best.
Is it?
Yeah, just auto attacking is like the fastest.
Ah! Oh, the whelps. The whelps. Oh wow, my auto attack is very good. Wow, guys, look at my auto attack. Look at me. Oh wait, I'm parrying now. Oh no, I don't know. It's not very great. It's pretty low.
More whelps, more dots.
Oh my gosh. Ah! I'm under his belly. Apparently it's safe, guys. I don't get flamed there.
This is another bug. Like they're supposed to explode those fireballs when they hit the ground, but for some reason they're not colliding with the ground.
Did you see Nick? I don't think there's
Not
enough
enough mobs,
mobs in
yeah.
this fight.
Hey, it's supposed to be a raid,
Yeah.
okay? Which means like this is an EverQuest style raid, so there could be 50 to 70 people be in here, many of which are enchanters and other hunters that have traps. And so this is actually supposed to be a full-blown raid for like a low-level thing, and so it's not supposed to be just this is just a small group thing or whatever. You're gonna have like 3 groups on whelps and like a group, maybe 2 groups that's keeping the tank alive, and he is supposed to be basically immune while the whelps spawn. So the idea is that you kill the whelps and then go back to him, and then if you're not killing the whelps fast enough, it becomes a problem type thing. And so that's sort of the concept.
You wanted to design this dragon fight.
Yeah, I have a on my YouTube, TheMainStark YouTube. I designed the boss, and like I say, design in quotes, right? Because it's pretty much a standard dragon raid, whatever. But it's something that I just wanted to have.
I don't even think you put loot on this dragon.
So he has a loot table. It just wasn't spawning before
So
for some
is
reason.
it spawning now?
So I did make some tweaks because I used the mage to come in here, and the mage their blink was going through the world type thing. It wasn't actually hitting properly. So I made one switch that maybe it was just a factor of certain the loot drop mechanics. Just a tad, yeah. I'll have to make it. If they run out of time, they all explode up. They all explode or something.
Yeah. That would be damaging for sure.
But yeah, so like if you weren't familiar with EverQuest, you'd have literally like 70 people raiding a boss. Okay, like everyone remembers. Like some people might remember WoW, and it's like, oh, you had 40-man raids, so massive. EverQuest sometimes like there was a big kind of controversy between Zerg guilds and like good guilds, and good guilds could kill a lot of raid bosses with like 40 to 60 people, whereas Zerg guilds would just have like 120, 150 people come in and just kill something because they're just overpowering it. And there was a big difference in opinion on which guild is kind of better. And so you're asking a long-standing question in EverQuest history. How is loot
Oh
distributed if
my
70
god,
people are
tell me
here?
about it. There was like 4 items and people still did it, you know? Um it was
Destroyed.
crazy.
Yeah, once again, the
No
loot
loot
didn't
table
spawn.
didn't spawn. And I don't know why they did that. Like you're totally right, Nick. Like there was like no loot that dropped. There was like 4 pieces, sometimes 2, and it was distributed across 70 people. It was crazy. But it was like people were very used to getting like an item a fucking like every couple months, not like, and this is like a big item. This is not like an item that you could just get in groups or anything like that. Like it was a raid item that you needed to take on. But I don't really think that is, like I said, there's a point of um I loved EQ, right? But there was a lot of things that needed to be changed. You know, you can't just like make EQ again and expect people to be in love with it because there was a lot of pains that came with EQ. And
Yeah,
you know,
I was mentioning earlier, like we love that back in the day, but there's like this cross between WoW and EverQuest that we're trying to be the middle ground of, and then like something new too. Like we have some like we're taking those experiences, but we're not trying to be WoW plus EverQuest plus. We're
no.
trying to create something new in the same way.
Yeah. But always
Um,
thinking about those as the root of like what we loved about them and what we, and then reminding ourselves what we truly hated about them. Um, they were just
yeah, the world
nuisances.
bosses in WoW, like especially the one above Ogrimmar, that was a lot of fun seeing that happen. Um, Mr. Pandora, there was a Dino boss, Undasta. I remember there being multiple 40-man groups on it. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
that type
that's
of thing
true.
is what we want with this game. Is we want there to be conflict of like competitive PVE in that sense of people rushing to certain raid bosses
Right.
in order to take them out. That's going to be one of our technical challenges: is how many people can fit on a single Unreal Engine server, right? And we've been told it caps out between 100 and 200 people, but we also have our own tech vertical third that we're constantly trying to optimize and improve that. So
Yeah.
um, we're hoping to reach that 400 to 500 person kind of situation per server, and when I say per server, every zone we have is its
Is a
own
server.
server.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about if we have 20 zones and we have 3,000 people online, they're going to be distributed across all those zones. And then
Exactly.
we will likely also do some sort of layering system like Classic WoW. Whereas if we have one super popular zone for leveling, there might be like 3 or 4 instances of that zone open, and then if there's like 200 per instance type thing to load balance, and that's going to create some interesting of like how do we manage, how do we communicate those servers, so like that's something I know. Oh, I think on the hardcore WoW servers, I think is a problem, or something where um, you can basically farm raid bosses by going to each instance type thing, and so you can kill one, you go to the next instance, you kill another, and like we don't want it to be like we have to have some form of uh, balancing when certain names spawn across instances and things. As far as raid bosses go, if it's just like normal bosses, it's whatever. Because they're just gonna have like a chance to spawn in this spawner type thing. But but yeah, let's walk back and make sure we zone into the other world.
Hi, dragon.
Yeah, it's frustrating because I had like he's got 20 chances to drop all blue gear, and either I didn't set the loot table properly, or when it drops, they're not hitting the ground, detecting the ground, so they don't spawn at all,
Yeah, they could be falling through the roof.
or maybe I didn't up the chance for drop rate, so they're all at like a 10% drop rate. But if that was the case, we'd at least see a couple drops. Or the loot drop system is actually hitting the ceiling. One of the two. But
Selfie.
Yeah, I was you have to click it. I was waiting for a reaction for loading. Please wait.
I love that so much. Oh my god. I got to see it once. I didn't get to see it this time. Like,
Yep.
damn. That's so pretty. That text brings you back.
No, I think our stats all got reset, so we don't have superpowers right now.
Well, yeah, if you look at our
Or you can-
hit points.
Yep.
To think just over there, Nick, right over that back side up there, is where we start. All the way back there. I had taste of godhood. No, you can totally put it back if you want.
You put them back
Yeah.
on. It just they don't save, you know. So,
Yeah. So you just have to like put the code back in. I think it was in there. Or did it wipe our messaging?
yeah, RT. I'm going to figure that out. How to keep chat log history.
Yeah. RLT underscore. I think it was like
Hacks underscore 2.0. I'm gonna break my finger again. Clicking.
whoops, I did a not a point.
On most of this
Is it
stuff
hacks?
out here, though.
Like with just hacks, right?
I'll type it.
There we go.
I'll type it.
I can't believe I put an S. That's hilarious. Supposed to be an S. An X. Okay, where was I? Health. Okay. I'm not gonna go crazy like you.
I mostly just did the health
Fast
stuff.
speed would be nice.
Boom, 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 boom.
We're not in the same group anymore. Group and group.
Okay, I'll note that down. Splitting stacks will trigger shift-based abilities. Yeah, overall, like normally we try and QA before we put the servers live on ourselves. We just didn't have the time this round. We're just coming out of a separate, like a bunch of pitches and stuff we had to do. We had to reapply for the Epic MegaGrant that just closed their submissions, and then different pitch deck things that we had to work on for stuff.
The green beast right there. Go get it. It's like the first green piece I've seen drop.
I think we've had a couple, but I do agree that we need to.
It's not.
Like these things should not be dropping whites, right?
That's
like one of the
point.
key things.
None of this should be dropping that.
One of the things I had planned that I didn't get to as well is like have abilities slowly be given to you as you level up, give you progression points and talent point type things as you level as well. And so
You only have a real heal, and you don't need it. It's sad. You only have a real heal, Chris. It's not fair.
Here, I'll put my regen down for you.
Yeah, put it down. I get to heal now. I'm so
beside it. I like
Alright, no more regen, and now here's a whole bunch of health for you to heal.
Cool. Yay.
There you go. There you go. Heal away.
I will. At 50 a pop, guys. 50 a pop.
Hey, you have power healing. You gotta up that. You can see some
Yeah,
bigger healing
clearly
numbers.
I need to. Oh, that's axe speed. Where's the healing power?
It's the swords on the right-hand side.
Oh, yeah. I have that at 25. That needs to go up by a bit. How much did that heal you for?
I didn't see.
112.
Every point is 1 point of healing.
So fun is like I'm sitting over here and like that's at max and that's how much I heal. Can you believe that? Only 124 at full max. 157.
Yeah.
That's like max. 99. Need some scalability.
This tab.
See, not need some coffee too, dude. I need some coffee. You know, I'm actually thinking about going. There's this place in US. It's called Trader Joe's or whatever, and oh my god, they have like really good pizza there that I want to go get so bad. It's a gluten-free one. It's gluten-free, so I can eat it without it killing me. And I want to go get it really bad right now. 'Cause I don't really eat dairy. Sugar I'm limited on. And gluten obviously I can't have, but I do like sugar for sure when I want it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, and then I don't have much dairy, so it's like when I do have it, it's like, ooh, that was nice. Now like 2 weeks later, I don't have dairy at all. I think I was like literally dairy free for like 2 months. It just makes me feel weird when I have it, but cheese is so good.
Yeah. So good.
Why is pizza? It's just so good.
Yeah, I'm lactose intolerant, so cheese is my crack. Pizza's my crack. How much I would eat pizza daily.
Cheese. Oh, it's so good. And I'm a weird person. I like blue cheese too. Like in a salad, oh my god, I love blue cheese. Like balsamic, oh, it's so good. It's like my favorite. Or like blue cheese French fries or crisp or whatever you want to call them. I like those. They're very, very good.
All right, well that is pretty much the
round.
the current experience right
See,
now.
I want to mention right here.
Now,
so this is what I want to do for future. Nick, I want your opinion because I feel like it's a good idea. Okay, so my idea is that all this area over here and like kind of the zone that we didn't go into, which is over in this vicinity. If we look over here, like over in this zone, I would like this more to be like I want more higher level points. I feel like we should be able to get to at least 20 or 25 here, but he thinks that this should be no more than 15. And I feel like there is so much of this world I haven't even gotten to explore, and I'm 14, right? And I feel like if I could definitely see some like really good experience like over here in this vicinity that I have along this area over here. We didn't even touch in this vicinity at all. And so there is areas that I feel like a real knack for that I think would be really fun to explore. I do understand that mobs are limited, but I do think like there should be I feel like that's what I would like to do is add some more
that's one of
levels
our
in here.
that's
See,
one
like
of our
all
big
this area, nobody's even touched. Like, first never
it's one of
came
our
over
big
here.
philosophies actually is to have spots throughout the zone that are actually do big level jumps, and so there might be a level 40 area in this zone as well. And so right now I'm just feeling a little bit limited on space to have a decent progression curve from, because once we get level, and like we do also, like we haven't done a cave pass through here, and so certain areas will actually have like a mini dungeon. There might be like a hole in the wall, like right over here or something, and then it leads to like a small mini dungeon. We're going to have those that'll be able to expand it out more. And so, yeah, that's like, again, that is a huge philosophy of ours, is mixing player, like we want high level and low level foot traffic to mingle with each other. And so that's going to be a big one for us, is having some sort of central zone. It might be this, like having taverns and stuff in town that, or safe areas that people cross through, that you see tons of things. And sometimes there might be like a really strong pather, like there might be like a, you know, a big gargoyle that passed through here or something, that only high levels can kill, and so low levels are requesting them to come by. Maybe they're on like a longer cooldown or respawn timer, and so the high levels will come in and it'll give them like a huge chunk of XP or something. I would love to have a high level leveling path of just like hopping zone to zone and killing the big bad name thing that is like, they don't, maybe they have a 30-45 minute spawn timer, but they give this like massive chunk of XP and loot type thing. And so it's like almost killing the giants type of path of, you know, getting XP and stuff. That's another thing we want. We want to have a philosophy of you choose your favorite leveling method, right? Some people will want to, maybe they prefer quests, and so they can do that. They can go to quests, do a bunch of quests and get that level. Maybe you want to just dungeon grind, and that's a good level, you know, path to experience. Maybe it's just sitting at a camp and grinding some monsters. We want to have a lot of those different ways. Like you kind of like choose the way you want to level up, and to try and fine tune and balance all of those experiences to be very, very close together. That one's not like the only way to level, because we know how people min max in games, and so we want it to be a have those experiences very close together with each other. But yeah, every, like, again, like going back to what gameDEVbeauty was saying, was the camp system. Almost every little section you see here is going to be designed as a camp, and those camps you'd actually be able to capture as a party, and then those mobs sort of become yours in a way, and you also get a bonus experience, bonus loot for holding that camp as a party. And that's where it's kind of like goes back to the survivalist thing, is like you as a party will eventually run out of a resource that you'll have to stop camping that thing and leave type thing. But you'll be able to sit in one spot and grind some monsters, get experience, and get some loot while you're there. And instead of just constantly roaming and killing stuff, and that's just, that goes an experience that goes back to EverQuest for stuff. We
All right,
saved
I'm
you.
back. Thank you. Sorry, I had to go.
So it would lock out others. So in EverQuest, you had this social structure of camps, and so if you were a group, you would enter the zone, and you would basically shout in the zone, saying "camp check," and people would all say, again, this is no game mechanic. This is just social structures that came out, and people would say which camps they had, or which camps are being occupied. And so, and like in Gook, there is the frenzied camp, which gave the flowing black silk sash, and people would, you know, sit wherever they want to sit in that location, and they'd be like, "Hey, we have this camp. It's technically ours, right?" And you know, if you want to become in this group, you have to be put on the list. When someone leaves, we'll let you know, and if you're ready to join, you'll join. and that was kind of a social structure that happened, and people respected that social structure. If you came in and they had a camp and tried to take their monsters, you were a dick
Yeah.
and you were being an asshole. And that's the type of thing we want to do in a more actual game design feature. We haven't fully fleshed that out and like the pros and cons of it, but we think it's a socially structured thing that shows potential on what to do, on a direction to go into. Just like in New World as well, they have elite chest runs, and it's a giant raid of people running through the elite zones or the elite mobs of an area. And most zones have like an elite area that are extra hard mobs with extra high health, and everyone's like running through training stuff, killing, as this giant mob. You're not even in a raid group or at all, really. I guess you kind of do. I guess you kind of join a raid group and stuff, but and you just loot chests because they can give you the loot you want. Um, and they're high level elite chests, and so they can actually give you loot. And that's the type of thing that it's like a socially constructed system through a game that, okay, that's something that players somehow enjoyed. How can we make it an actual game mechanic?
Yeah.
And so we're thinking about those things, because in both situations it was a very socially focused thing. Like you running around with 80 other people looting chests feels like an MMO, right? It's like you don't get that experience anywhere else other than MMOs, and it's large groups of
Well,
people
you just
doing
feel
stuff
like you
together.
get like you can go and get something special, and you're not having to be hardcore with it. You're not having to be like, I'm putting my elitist pants on. Um, you're able to still kind of do it casually, but it's still allowing you to get some good stuff that's gonna like you're gonna see a difference from in your actual character. Like you're gonna see maybe you be able to take on things that you weren't able to before. And so like that's once again, it's like it's that adding to that value of your account, really making sure that you're feeling that sense of what's the word I'm looking for?
Progression.
Well, not progression, but just more like you're seeing the actual investment that you put in,
Yeah,
like the overall value of the account
yeah. And like I agree with what
going
you're
up.
saying there, Nick. Like New World, like we keep saying like New World needed to scrap their entire PvP side and just have a standard tier based rating.
Yeah.
That would have made the game. That would have fixed the game. Like
Yep.
just have a standard, like, oh, you go to Nixi's lair, you go to Molten Core, you go to Blackwing Lair, you go to whatever's on Courage. If they did that in New World and just said screw it to all the PvP, their core PvE is actually really good, and I think a lot of people enjoyed that side of it. But because they did this weird horizontal, go farm this other dungeon for the same gear and but with different resists, it was really weird. Um,
But what he's saying
but
is,
the whole thing of with the elite chess runs, it's not like obviously that was just a very specific thing, but it was like that is something interesting that people did. How do we take what they did that felt like it belonged in an MMO because it's 80 people running around together doing something together, which you only see in MMOs. How do we take that concept and refine it
and
and
definitely
make it into
don't
something
take it
else?
literal in the standpoint of like, at least for me, like for when he says that, I don't take it literal. When he talks about like people going or running around for chests, I personally, as great as it was, it also felt like so annoyed that I had to do this speed run when I didn't really get to like just go and have fun. It wasn't like it didn't feel implemented, right? Because it's not. It's just chess there and people creating the system that wasn't actually implemented. So like that's what I mean by this
Yeah, like
adventure system. That's why I'm trying to talk about this adventure system, or this like camping adventure system, is I think it would just be neat to be able to allow people to sign up for a challenge, right? That is going to get them much more progression for their characters, much more better gear, and be able to build friendships in a more like queued up way instead of, and not queued up like an instance, but like queued up in an adventure. Like you're deciding to go out and do something special, and maybe people can see you purely in the world doing this, but you're gonna have like an actual, maybe like you're gonna have like a circle around your base that people know that you're on an adventure quest, right? And so that's something that is, you're limited in your resources, you're these and that, you know, like that. It's like structured, and I feel like that's what's going to be really neat, instead of like these random things that, just like you mentioned, Nick. What I think I completely agree with is the fact that that was there because there was no end game. And I hate that there's no end game for things like that, but I also feel like raids aren't everything, right? When it comes to putting your elite pants on, you know, there's still a time where you just kind of want to queue up and do stuff with people. But to me, I feel like it's, you still want to actually be challenged and not just be like, okay, I don't know what's happening. Did we just kill a boss? I'm not sure. I just ran with these random people I just queued up with, and I don't know. It's like a, you know, a 60-person raid, and it's going through, and I don't know what's happening. And oh, like almost treasure ones, heaven forbid you get lost. Like heaven forbid you fall behind, because all the trains that those things accumulated were like, you would just get killed in the middle of nowhere, right? So I think there is that sense of just, you know, players coming up with things, and I'm fully in love with that. But I also think that they should have more structured ways of doing something that's implemented for them to be able to challenge themselves. And who knows, like by having tier systems on that adventure mode, it's showing how difficult you could actually take a zone and make it. And so that's what I think would be really interesting, is being able to do that in a very high skilled, where you actually go through tier systems, and it shows how challenging you can actually do something. And I think that would be really fun if people wanted to put their elite pants on in a way, instead of having to go into a raid or a fast situation. They can actually have fun coordinating a group that's thinking about like balance, you know, having good CC, having good, you know, area, like range damage, having good also like melee damage, making sure that you're having a good concept for a healer, and maybe instead of, since you maybe don't have CC, maybe having that second healer, right? Like a hybrid, you know, thinking about balancing your group into challenge. Like to me, I always think about games as chess, and it's so fun to be able to think about 5 steps ahead or 6 steps ahead when you're playing chess. And so games to me have not really been about that. It's been more about how much damage can I put forth right now if I just mash my keyboard, and it's all based on gear score, right? And I feel like there should also be a challenge about good tactics and good like thinking. Like, oh hey, like Nick didn't back up into another mob, and I thought was like, wow, I haven't seen that in a while. Like somebody looking in their surroundings, holy shit, like that's new. And like most people don't look at their surroundings. I don't understand why, but games have taught them not to, right? Because there's no penalties, there's no reasoning not to. You just die, you become a ghost, and you're back. There's no big deal, there's no punishment. And I don't think you should have to, like I said, make a game a job. Oh, the ramp's over here, just so you guys all know. That's why I have the light over here. I guide you this way so you can get up. But, you know, if you want to try, go ahead, go ahead. That was at least my concept. My concept is this mentality of thinking when it comes to challenging the brain in a really unique way, and allowing people to be recognized for their actual skills. And that's things that you really didn't notice. You started really not noticing that a while, like after the 3rd or 4th expansion. You know, it was just all gear score based, right? It wasn't about how well that druid played, or how well that rogue did things, or, you know, how much that hunter CC'd or that mage CC'd. There was no thought. It was just, you know, well, it's a mage, just pick anything. What's the difference? In EverQuest, you really saw that hardcore. You saw the same class being played differently by multiple people, and you notice a good player from another. And I think that's something that's, whether you're trying hard or not, their experience in that is going to show forth. So even though you were having fun probably CCing, you probably didn't put your, elitist pants on. That was just your common sense, right? But that's not everybody. Everybody doesn't think that way. They tend to just walk backwards, not look around. It's just experience, It's not always about your agility or dexterity when it comes to, like I always say, like for sports analogies, it's like back when Kobe Bryant from Lakers was like huge, when when he was alive, it was like when he was young, he was this insanely fast, agile player, and then when he got older, he was just experience. Yeah, he wasn't as fast and he wasn't as agile, but his experience outweighed that agility, outweighed that stamina that he had. And that is in games. It's repetition, it's experience, it's all relatable. It's how our brain works, right? And if we're not challenged with those things, and our standard is to not care, our standard is to not have to worry about those things, we don't learn them. And so games aren't made that way. They're not made to make you learn those things. They just make you, well, forget about it. It's fine. Do this. Or, for example, gotcha players. Oh, wow, we have a great scenario. Just buy it here. Like that's what they've used it for now. But that's not how games were back then. And so I'm hoping to bring those more into games so that maybe I actually enjoy playing games again. I haven't really enjoyed playing a lot of different games for very long. And just not very challenging to me. And I kind of like, like I could be more challenged by learning a new freaking language or learning something totally new in life instead, because I'm not being challenged at all. And that's how I feel about games lately. I'm having a hard time enjoying them because they don't make me feel like I'm growing as a person at all. And I like to grow. I can't explain it, but I love to learn about so many things. And so corporate, so corporate. And the thing about corporate is they only do whatever data has proven for the years past. They don't like look at improving that data or challenging that data of like, hey, well, people do like these things, maybe they like these. No, we just do what data says, and data doesn't change anything. It just continues. And that's what they go for. They do whatever has been done before a billion times because it has the financial success from 20 years ago. It doesn't mean that's going to work now, right? But that's not how they see it. They see it as, well, if it worked 20 years ago, it'll work now. Financially.
And on the meta front you were talking about, Nick, I have that same problem. I call it innovators or like anti-meta syndrome, and that's one of my biggest kryptonites when it comes to League of Legends. Is I can't stand playing meta, and it's hurt my ranked growth so hard.
Yeah.
But I'm always trying to do the underdog champions with unique builds,
Yeah.
all these different things, and
Hold on.
it's always something I'm trying to do, and but yeah, games definitely feel too corporatized. Yeah, you either follow the meta, create the meta, or fail trying to create a meta. Fail miserably trying to create the meta. As my league ranks would suggest. But that's the other thing. Like on a generic term, we really hope to have some sort of like New World is kind of close in the aspect of they considered themselves an MMO, but they treated themselves more of like a action RPG. They were like they were closer to a third person action RPG than they were an actual MMO. And so the idea of having a base class, and having a lot of different builds, like, oh, what's your build? What do you do? And you see that mostly more in action RPGs than you do MMOs. Like most MMOs have pretty cookie cutter builds. Maybe you have a selection of, for your current spec, maybe you have 3 or 4 different options at the most. But you don't see like, oh, this one item completely changes your gameplay style, most of the time at least. And so we're hoping to have a little bit more of that build aspect of stuff. I still have to test the potions and food, so I don't know how much cooking supplies you've gathered up. But if you can try doing the cooking at all. Health spice, alchemy. Ooh, I can make a health potion. I'll note that down. I have a list going in the feedback section. And let it go inactive. It sends the text anyway. So test 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're about to get food as well. Again, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us and seeing what we got. Yeah, thank you so much. Again, this was like our little QA run. Hopefully we'll have a few more people log in on the weekend, and we'll see what we can do. I definitely want to get some. Next. I'm not sure when our next playtest will be. I don't know if we're going to do it. It might be at like the beginning of December. We obviously don't want to do it around Christmas time. Or potentially not even in January. I'm not sure yet, but. He's gonna get some food as well.
Yeah, I'm starving.
Okay, craft a health potion. Here we go. That couldn't set the health potion recipe animation. So I just nose dived into the ground for that.
What?
I didn't set the crafting animation for the health pot, so you like nose dive into the ground while you make it.
Yeah, hell yeah, Nick. We had a great time playing with you. Oh my god, your CC work was not expected at all.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to find that.
You're the best hunter that Tearyn has seen so far.
Your CC is unreal. Which is easier, and why Unreal or Unity multiplayer? I don't ever think Unity should ever have been multiplayer. That's my a personal opinion and a lot of engineers' opinions. It wasn't really meant to be a multiplayer.
So
yeah, I'll let him answer that one.
Unity has slacked on their multiplayer aspect dramatically. There's like a noise going off in my. Unity has completely kind of ignored their multiplayer of things, so it usually means you have to get a third-party plugin. I think they just had a multiplayer rework in the last 2 to 3 years or something. I've been keeping up with it. But Unreal Engine out of the box is what we're using, and we have an online MMO. This is a server running in the cloud itself, and we've done we're a little bit of a slow-paced game here, but we've done precision shooters. If you ever look up Castle Day, on YouTube, like we were shooting people in the middle of the air type thing. Um, one of our past titles, and that was just all out of the box stuff. I think it's 2.0 is the one, and so like we were like hitting people, and like this was a war as well. I don't even know if you're on my yeah, you're on my stream. But like we're shooting people in the middle of the air with this a bunch, and it's all through Unreal multiplayer. And dear God, I could have programmed this even better to be more efficient. And so, um, the out of the box Unreal Engine multiplayer code is probably 90% good for most games. Um, uh, just because again, they use it for Fortnite, right? They have so much stuff they do in Fortnite that they bring to their engine. Um, and so that's the one of the big things for that. And then, like you could say we're biased towards Unreal because of our history with Unreal, but I think all Unity developers will say that their multiplayer is kind of crap, and that you always have to go. I can't remember there's a go-to. There are go-to networking solutions for Unity, but I think most people in today's day, when you recommend an engine, especially if you're learning it from the start up, they would suggest you should learn Unreal because Unity is kind of in the gutter right now when it comes to um, how much it takes for to get a game going and how much extra work you have to do, whereas Unreal has a lot of built-in things done for you. And so, like there's this joke some people did, like an hour first-person shooter in each engine, right? And Unreal Engine, you just go right ahead, you jump in, you choose the first-person shooter template, and you just go. Whereas like Unity people are like, they have a massive amount of setup to do to get everything stuff. So you don't even need C++. Everything, like this is an indie MMO. I did not touch any C++. This is all Blueprint code. And so I use all the Unreal Engine's visual coding system called Blueprints. And you don't need any C++ knowledge or C# knowledge. Now, if you have coding experience, it obviously helps you in your like no coding language is just like, oh, you use that language and then it's perfect. No, right? Like you still have to have good flow, coding flow knowledge and know coding concepts. And so just like you can have bad C++, you can have bad Blueprint code, right? And so that's what I dedicated a long time of my life for is Vertical Third. Vertical Third is a massive game architecture using Blueprint code. And so it's something that is powering Ruins of Tearyn, and it's also something we're continually. Ruins of Tearyn is our Fortnite, and so everything we learn from Ruins of Tearyn, we're saying, okay, how can we improve on this and bring it back into Vertical Third? And so I only use Blueprint. There's not a single line of C++ code in my project. Yeah, we were on the Unreal Engine live stream for both Ruins of Tearyn. If you look up Ruins of Tearyn.
I'm going to start food. I'm starving. I'll be back.
This is us here. Talking about the MMO we're doing with it, and then Vertical Third. Side Unreal. This is a few years ago. This is also us going through our tech as well. Right there. And so we're obviously huge people for Unreal Engine and what you can do with it. And I have like a chip on my shoulder to prove like how good Blueprint code is. And like our product itself is only $20 to start with, right? Yes, if you make it has like if you start making over 100 grand or something, it's a flat cost of $800. But most people aren't even going to get to that point. right? It's mostly to get you going and stuff. And it's like I have documentation on our YouTube channel and stuff. But just to get into it, we wanted to lower the price to have like be able to be open for students and all those things. So it's just $20 to get going and start learning from it, or start using it. And again, you can build your whole game with it. And so, but yeah, this is a as you can see, if I don't know how long you've been watching, but we have tons of systems in the game. We have quest systems, like tons of statistics, full loot inventory. We just went through we've been playing for a few hours now on everything we've been doing. We took Nick through our game and we leveled up from 1 to like 14ish. There's a character select screen. Again, all in a real live environment. We use PlayFab for a back end. And like I have 3 servers up now that are this main world, a character select server, and then we just integrated our zoning to a different world. And so that is, I can walk over there and show you the feature of that. But again, if anyone wants to play, it's free to play. You just have to send me in Discord your Epic Games account ID. And from there, I'm able to just send you a key to redeem, and you can log in and play. And so we're very inspired by both EverQuest and Classic WoW. We kind of use the term of like if WoW and EverQuest had a baby. So we know in modern day, we don't want to be like a EverQuest or WoW clone. We want to sit somewhere in the middle that is fun to play in a slower paced manner, but is still skill based. And so it's changing the skill of the game from spamming a rotation to like environment awareness, positioning monsters, to crowd control. We're not like an AoE farming game. You do have to have a group that has crowd control. We have an enchanter that mezzes, clerics can root. You can like tank and off tank things. We're going to have pullers that help you like take pulls in a single way instead of just having to have like 5 monsters in the camp that you're AoE grinding down. And so this was our last test was in June. We got save load, like cloud save load in. So all your gear saves, your experience saves, your level saves, all your loot saves. You might have, I think I have one bug right now where your trinket's not equipping properly. And then this one I got our zone to zone loading in. And so we're still, again, our Ruins of Tearyn only started in November of 2024. So it's only been roughly 10 months, and it's not even like part-time work, right? And so we're working at a slower pace because we don't have a publisher or anything. So we're chipping away at it as we go. And this was my first mechanic for zone to zone loading. And so you just walk up, you can click the zone. Sometimes you'll just walk into a zone line type thing, but it brings you over. And so obviously this is going to be a lot more polished in the future, and like the loading screen will come up properly. And like I have a forced 10-second load right now, but that'll be more optimized and more proper. And so now again we're a zone-based game, and so every zone its own server. So that last world has its own server, and this world is going to become our first dungeon with our first raid boss. Raid boss is a little bit broken right now, and he's more tuned for like a big raid of like 40 to 80 people type thing. But then you can come back over here and load into the next area, load back into the other area, and so it'll pop you out back into the door. But yeah, I'd I can't remember if our Discord's located underneath our channel, but if you want to join our Discord, if you want, our playtest is open until Sunday. So if you ever want to get a group of friends over and clear through, let me know. We can add you all to the playtest. And so today was a bit of a QA day because I just turned on the servers this morning and did our last update, which was this kind of like loading mechanism that was just from a tech standpoint, something I wanted to incorporate. Ooh, I have soup delivered. But yeah, so it's been a ton of fun doing everything we're doing. Again, huge supporter of Unreal Engine, obviously. We worked for Epic Games. We also did the Coursera, the Epic Games Game Design Professional Certificate on Coursera. Long title. And that was a project we worked on for probably a year and a half or so, yearish. And put a ton of effort into that. We're Epic MegaGrants recipients for Vertical Third, which is our game tech. And we're trying to work towards like the best game architecture in the world with that. I'm going to log out here, so I have a character at this door. Luckily, we didn't have any server crashes today. Pretty minor bugs. Again, if you ever testing, this is kind of our Discord. I have a playtest feedback here. And then we archive them all down there. We have a section for our patch notes that we did this test, and there's a screenshot section as well that you can ever put stuff in. And Nick got the first login and got some dope screenshots here. And so we're trying to have a lot of fun with the community on different things, and just be a different form of playtesting. Okay, I'm going to quit menu. I still have to integrate a new, just log out to character select. Yeah, a lot of our experience we've put in links below. So we've been around a while in the Unreal Engine scene. What do I want to play? We're probably going to take a little bit of a break here. Let's do something new. Mage. Obviously, we're using a lot of placeholder assets because we're just focused on getting our game systems, our tech integrated, a lot of those aspect of things. We know that the we'll go Drew go. Get a crown. I'll do name Lulu from League of Legends. There we go. Yeah, so like obviously we're early in development, but at the same time we spent like 3 years building Vertical Third. It started out with Castle Day, but then which was like 2018ish, and then we started to build our internal tools, which grew really big, and we thought we got our first mega grant, which was for both Council Day and Vertical Third. And we're like, okay, we have to choose one, and we thought Vertical Third was the better choice. So we spent from 2019 to 2022 when we first launched a Vertical Third, only building game tech, and that led into working for Epic Games. But so we have that 3 years, and like we've obviously improved Vertical Third since then with the updates, and so we are, even though we've only been working on this like less than part time for the last 10 months, we have a huge jump in development from building Vertical Third, and it handles our quest systems and our quests, crafting, all these different things. Yep. We are going to appreciate everyone stopping by again. If anyone wants to join, whether we're streaming or not streaming, play, we are always trying to stress test our servers, and so we invite you to come and play. Invite your friends to play. Group up. The servers will be open for until Sunday. So if you want to have a key, just message me in Discord, TheMainStark, and we'll probably be back either tonight, tomorrow, or the weekend. And so keep watch for us there. We are starving. We've been
so hungry. I
going
have
for
to eat. I'm gonna die.
several hours now. But thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you around.